one pick in the NHL draft, but the men they can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run.
That's Lawrence Taylor!
Cut them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
Well, here we are, back for another day. DiPietro and Rothenberg with you, ESPN New York. There's a lot to do today. Still the unpacking, still the pain of the Giants game from Sunday. The Jets and reactions from that. Now the coach is going to do like maybe league-wide polls to find out who the future quarterback should be, which sounds like a good idea to me. Mel Kiper is going to join us at about 8:10 CMT. Right prior to that at 7:45. Stuff you missed 9:15. Congratulations to the Toronto Blue Jays. I tell you, to not have any skin in the game, I thought that was a really fun series, a really good baseball series.
It was a really good series. Yeah, I mean George Springer, that moment. I mean, I saw some of the tweets coming out. John Tavares had a tweet. Country's behind you. Let's get to the World Series. I mean, that was a huge moment. And not to mention the fact that your Rangers scored at home. Congratulations.
Yeah, but still lost. They scored like the first minute into the game and then didn't score again.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
so this is what we're going to do now?
No, I'm just saying. It's part of. I mean, you're giving.
It's part of who we are. It's part of our DNA.
The list of things that happen.
How about Vlad Guerrero wearing the Maple Leafs jersey walking into the stadium yesterday?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I love that. That was my hope all along, was that we would have that. Like I would have that same camaraderie with the teams, like with the Jets and with the Mets. It's just we didn't really make the playoffs enough for that to happen.
No, that's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
There's a couple times we sprinkled it in. And we did it more than the Jets have done it.
Well, the Jets haven't done it.
That's right. So,
the
Jets
it's tough. Done it. I'm still not in a good way, by the way, just to let you know, if you cared.
No, I care. Of course I care. You ate a microphone
I'm still
yesterday.
not in a good. Maybe No, I'm not going to eat the mic. I'm dialed down a little bit today, but I'm still very, very annoyed over that loss on Sunday.
You should be. I mean, it completely changes the conversation around your season. I mean, you were saying things yesterday. I mean, you were different kicker names, people in comas names. Raymond went to Google after the show just to figure out all the stuff that you were saying. I mean, he was.
Like, I had no idea who Klaus von Bülow actually was.
Yeah, he went down that rabbit hole. I'm sure he's not the only one either.
Was horrified.
I wasn't. How did you not know who Klaus and Sonny Van Bülow were, though?
It happened in like 1980.
So what? They made a movie about it.
We're not cinephiles like you.
Glenn Close played Sonny Von Bülow. It was a very well-known movie.
What do you think the chances are Raymond saw that movie? You think?
I'm guessing about zero. What do I think the chances are that Raymond had no idea who the Von Bülows were, though?
Okay.
Did you know?
It's dark, is all I'm saying.
I've heard the name before. Yeah, I didn't see I don't think I saw the movie.
All right, but you've heard
the name before I was born.
You knew what the reference was.
I got the reference. Yes.
Right. All right. So.
Right. I did not study the story the way that Raymond studied the story yesterday.
Raymond's now an aficionado on the Von Bülows.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
This is what you bring, though. You don't bring just comedy.
No. I make people smarter. Ray, do you know more today than you did yesterday?
Well, that much can't be denied. Can't be denied whatsoever.
And why do you think that is? You ever think about waking up this morning and thanking me? Put me in a coma. Really. Not one that's going to last forever. Not like a Klaus von Bülow coma. Just like a garden variety, 3-4 days till the pain subsides, and then you bring me out.
That's it. Just 3-4 days.
Right. Like when you bring the patient out, you're like, okay, how you feeling? You know what? Not that bad. That was a nice, restful coma.
By the way, just to because I got something else that I don't want to see if you knew or not. I actually thought it was nice. No, I don't care who was in the World Series, like Toronto or Seattle. Didn't really matter to me. It would have been cool for Seattle to get to the World Series, but so we kind of, I don't know, say we have a relationship with, but we got a chance to spend some time with Donnie Baseball.
Yeah, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, RJ was dry humping his leg, but I thought it was cool. So John Schneider said that growing up, he had a picture of Donnie in his room. So what it would mean to him to get to go to the World Series with Mattingley, kind of a pretty cool story. So I felt good about that. But
I feel good about the fact that Don Mattingly's been in baseball for, 40 years now? Even probably more, and never got to the World Series.
I know.
And the Yankees have gone so many times, and he never was able to go during that Yankee run. I mean, he just missed it, right? He started right after they were great, and then he
retired
in '95 in '81, and then they went to the World Series in '96, and Mattingly was right in between there.
Right, but they asked him that. I mean, that was one of the questions that they asked at the event we were at about that. And he's like, listen, I mean, at that point in my career, I wanted to be with, I couldn't imagine not being around my family, so I made that decision.
Right, which I think all of us heard, and we're like, wow, good guy.
Great guy. I mean, not to mention the fact that he didn't just slap RJ off his leg as RJ was going to town.
He handled RJ like an adult. Now, RJ didn't handle himself like an adult. That's the way you would expect me to act around somebody like that.
It was
a little bit jarring.
It was a little jarring because I didn't expect that from RJ, but I also didn't expect you to accost somebody with carrot sticks. So,
well, you say accost. What was I doing?
They're pointing it in his face. I mean,
I was offering him beautiful charcuterie and some vegetables.
Yeah, pointing carrot sticks in the face of Bobby Bacala. That's strong.
I mean, it's a beautiful crudité that he's over there just trying to sample, and you're sitting there waving carrots and celery sticks in the poor guy's face.
Well, he didn't want them, but I wanted to offer it to him.
I know, but did you see? Then we watched the commercial during the show. You see the guy criticizes his dog food. Where that guy ended up? The trunk of the car. You're lucky.
I guess.
There's a chance we saved your life that night.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a real chance.
Sometimes I wish you hadn't.
Stop. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Speaking of things that you didn't know, did you know that the kickers that you went through yesterday, one of those kickers being the Green Bay Packers kicker, that the Giants actually tried him out
and decided no,
and decided to go with Koo instead of him. And then instead of Koo, we went with the international player pathway, and then we've seen how that's turned out.
But by the way, Lawrence Tynes might be like the nicest person I've ever met. You ever meet Lawrence Tynes?
I have not met Lawrence Tynes, no.
Like a salt of the earth guy.
Yeah.
One of the great people to walk the earth. His tweet yesterday was something to the effect of, "This is not an NFL kicker. He's a great kid. It's great for international story with the NFL. He should not be kicking on, nor should he ever have been kicking on the Giants."
No. He lost his job at Rutgers. Right? I mean, his longest field goal this season for the Giants has been 31 yards. Like, is that fully taking advantage of what we're seeing right now in the NFL?
No. It's the opposite of it. In fact, every time they get to like the 35, you start thinking to yourself, is this a kick that they could actually make?
Well, it's the reason we got asked the question yesterday, or the conversation existed yesterday. Did they score too? I mean, did they score too quickly? Right? I mean, is it better if Jackson Dart was short of the goal line in that spot? I don't think you play games, right? Because you mentioned it. I mean, you take a false start, whatever it ends up being. Like, there's no guarantee that you're going to score a touchdown there. But that's where we're at in the NFL. You're watching games where the 61-yard field goal is no problem. Like, Brandon Aubrey's going to kick a 70-yard field goal this year.
Oh, yeah,
it's going to happen.
And not only is he going to kick one, when he lines up for the 70-yard field goal, you're going to think to yourself, he's going to make this.
Right. I mean, we've seen one in the preseason. The kid in Jacksonville did it.
Right. And then he missed one the other day.
Aubrey's deadly accurate, too. I mean, he kicked the one from 61 yards, was on a rope. Didn't move.
And just to show you how ridiculous the whole kicking thing is, this is a guy that was on no one's radar.
No.
No one thought could even make it into the NFL. And I think his wife was like, you know what, Brandon, sweetheart, why don't you try maybe kicking? And now he's the best kicker in the league.
No, she actually said.
I think his wife's words were literally, you could kick at least as well as these guys.
No, you could miss it like that.
Exactly.
Right. And I think she was actually basing it off of McTanamany. Yeah.
I don't know if that was the case.
I think she watched him.
Did you see the video? Did you see that video of McTanamany that he apparently was hitting 60+ yarders at the facility?
Yeah, right. He was hitting 60+ yarders in a closed environment,
right,
where no one was near him and there was no defense.
Well, you have to hit in the closed environment to begin with. If you can't hit in
Ray, stop defending
right,
this.
But Ray, that's like the guy that on the driving range hits seeds down the pipe. Like, I'm hitting 300-yard drives right down the middle. Then I get on the first tee, and I'm
sure there's 100 guys that can go in a facility with no defense and nobody watching them and can hammer 65-yard field goals. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw what it looks with live bullets. Right now, it's not good enough.
No, it's not good enough. A guy can't make an extra point.
Right, and again, I mean, it cost you. The kicking game cost you. Deciding to go with Gano, knowing that he is, an older player that's dealt with injuries, has cost you. Deciding to go for two and not getting it. You couldn't stop a 2-point conversion either.
Right.
On the other side of it.
Right. I mean, it was a confluence of events, which, that's why you lost. Brian Dable yesterday, this is a quick one, so don't start eating a bagel or anything. Will you make a change at kicker?
Yeah, we'll see where that goes here throughout the week.
That's great.
Well, at least he didn't say he was going to call a bunch of different coaches that
Well,
have dealt with the situation.
Hey, listen. Jimmy Johnson, what do you think? Do I stick with whatever his name is, McTanamy? No, get rid of him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not how you pronounce it.
I don't care.
Well, okay, here's what I'll say to you, okay? And this should make you, it's not going to make you happy because I can't change what happened in the game. The fact that you feel the way you feel, I think, is a step in the right direction.
Maybe. I was thinking about that yesterday, and you guys all scolded me, saying, like, the fact that at least I feel alive and I'm able to feel angry like this is a good thing. Maybe it is.
Well, not maybe. It definitely is.
Maybe it is. I wouldn't be nearly this. Like, I didn't expect to win that game. If the Giants would have gone out there, given a good effort, been tied at 14 midway through the fourth quarter, lost it 21-14 or 17-14, and I would have been fine on Monday. The reason I was so upset, and I'm still so upset, is that game was over. It was done. You put it into the win column. You're sitting here like I was. We're 3-4. We got the Eagles. We somehow win that game. All of a sudden, right? And then to have it ripped away the way it was ripped away is just, it's unconscionable. You can't even think of anything like that.
Right, but which means that you're headed in the right direction. I mean, you watched your team. You watched the team with a rookie quarterback beat an undefeated Chargers team, who, let's not forget, I know the Chargers don't look good now, but at the time, people considered maybe the best team in the AFC.
Absolutely.
Right. You win that game. You smash the Eagles. You're beating the hell out of Denver through 3 quarters. So, I mean, it's fair to have your expectations change a little bit because no one expected the rookie quarterback to look this good. The fact that, and I saw something yesterday, I forget what show I was watching, but it's Denver sleptwalked through the first 3 quarters. Fine.
That's so unfair.
No, right. But if you want to believe that, if that's really what you thought watching the game, that they sleptwalked through the first 3 quarters and then turned it on, the fact that Jackson Dart still made the mistake on 3rd down that he made, and to clarify, because I heard 3rd and 8 a lot yesterday, it was 3rd and 5. He throws the ball, it gets picked. For him, as a young kid, to be able to compose himself, and there's some luck involved, I get that, to go all the way down the field and score a touchdown to give you the lead,
right?
I mean, says all you need to know about the kid and what he's made of.
I have seen, I've told you, it's 4 games. I think he's going to be at a minimum, really good quarterback in this league. Like, I've seen enough to shape my viewpoint that I firmly believe he's going to be a really good quarterback in this league. So that's a win, right? That was the big thing. What are we going to get this year from him? You feel good about that. But the flip side of it is, and we'll hear from Brian Daboll in just a moment, and kind of some takes on Brian Daboll, is you just feel like you're being held back in some ways by the coaches and by some of the decisions that the management is making.
Right. And that's the question I asked you after the Eagles game. By the way, did you see the video that came out of the sideline and defensive players with Shane Bowen?
Yes.
He came over and they didn't acknowledge him for 1 second.
Hey, by the way, Dre Greenlaw, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yes.
What was his problem?
Like
you win a game and you go verbally berate the official?
Yeah.
Like I would think that would be reserved for if you lose the game, then not that that's ever okay, but like it would make more sense. You lose the game, you have this epic comeback, and your first reaction is let me go attack the official.
He had some things on his mind.
Clearly,
I don't think he was going to get. I don't think in his mind he thought he was going to get in trouble for doing what he was doing. But yeah, not a great decision. But that was alarming to me, though, man. Watching the Giants sideline.
Well, they had to. I mean, you heard them talking about dropping eight.
No, I'm saying like this is in the midst of like having success, and he's coming over there, and he's like, finish, and he's saying all these things. It's like he's not even over there. It's like they don't even
like him.
That's what I took out of it.
Well, I mean, they don't.
So, I mean, you got to figure that part of it out. I mean, that's the most important piece of this thing. You feel like you got the quarterback. Now is it the right people in charge? But I mean, offensively, I don't think there's a lot of people that think Shane Bowen is good. Right? I don't think the players at this point think that Shane Bowen is good. They probably feel like he's holding them back. They probably feel like he's cost them because players don't want to admit that they didn't execute properly. I mean, even if you drop 8, like Drew Phillips has got to do a better job. Like there are players that need to execute better in that situation. But I mean, Deontay Banks stinks. We know that. Is against the defense on the road in Denver. to have your offense have the ability to do what it did against that defense, not to mention the fact, if I asked you this, I don't even know if you realize this, how many wide receivers caught a pass in that game?
For the Giants?
Yeah.
Well, obviously Wandale. I don't think Hyatt had a pass, although that was a play that he could have hit him on. He was open, got behind the defense.
Yeah, I don't know if he slowed down a lot at all, but.
So Wandale.
Yep.
Theo Johnson, but he's a tight end.
Yep. Bellinger
but
tight
he's
end.
a tight end.
Yep.
Just wide receivers, not people who call passes.
No, I know. I'm just walking through it. I'm guessing.
Oh boy.
Only the one then.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scored 32 points and only had one receiver catch a pass.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right. Well, I mean, you don't really have them. I mean, you're like I actually feel like those guys are doing as well as they can possibly do.
Right. So, I mean, 32 points in that environment against that defense. So you got to feel like it doesn't matter who you play. Like, at the very least, your offense can function at a high level.
Yeah, it does feel like that, and which gives you reason for hope for the future. Because if your thought is with Wandale,
I think it gives you reason for hope now.
Yeah,
I think it's why, but I think it's why you felt in the midst of that game that, all right, we're going to win this game.
Well, I felt like we had a real chance. I felt like we were alive.
Right. But that's the reason why. I mean, your defense was playing really well too. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, so there's no reason for that mentality to change. I mean, you have a chance.
Yeah, I guess not.
Right, you'll be able to go into Philly, and I mean, it's going to be again a tough environment against a good team. But I mean, you should be able, like you've seen Jackson Dart function against one of the best defenses in football and have success.
Yeah, but don't you expect? Maybe I'm wrong. Like, don't you expect at some point to have growing pains and take steps back? Too?
Yeah, I think that interception was probably a growing pain.
Right.
That hopefully he learns from and is better for. I mean, that's the silver lining with that thing, is that's great experience. That again, no expectations this year. So moving in, as we move along the season, like he'll learn from that. So if he's in that spot again and they decide to throw it instead of run it and make the other team burn a timeout, that he'll make a better decision there.
And I believe that he will. And I think that he'll be a better quarterback because of that game. And when I look towards the future and think about surrounding him with legitimate weapons, like Neighbors back, and if not Wandale, another legitimate two, and all of a sudden a little better offensive line, like, yeah, the sky feels like the limit. But I can't be crazed about that now. Right now, I'm still heartbroken over the loss on Sunday.
Right, but I'm trying to explain to you, I guess, why you're heartbroken.
I'm heartbroken because there was hope.
Right, but before the season started, there was no real hope.
It was unknown, yes, and then you lost hope having watched Russell Wilson and having no idea what Jackson Dart was going to be.
Right, so I mean, the kid just took a team that doesn't have their two best weapons and had only one receiver actually catch passes in the game.
I thought he was great.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, there's no reason to believe that it's going to stop.
By the way, did you hear the quarterback whisper yesterday, John Winthrop?
He believes he can play.
Well, no. Not only that. He's really got to work on the completion percentage. I was like, John, do you understand what he's working with? Do you understand who he's playing and where he's playing? You're really going to, 15 to 33, those are not numbers you're ultimately looking for. Yeah, I get it. They also dropped a couple passes. If it was 18 to 33, would you have felt differently? Yeah, I would have felt differently 18 to 33. All right, well, stop it then.
Yeah, look, listen. I mean, let's not forget how old this kid is and how many games he's played. And I mean, the names that he's being mentioned with, I heard, reminds me a little of Josh Allen yesterday.
I heard a lot of Josh Allen.
Yeah, and Josh Allen's completion percentage wasn't great when he first started, and that took a huge, that got the bump it needed when they brought in Steph Diggs, who was an established number one receiver. We don't have that right now. Malik Neighbors is out,
right,
which is why you had such a bad show. Because even though Jackson Dart was good, you lost Malik Neighbors for the whole year.
That's
which
brutal.
Sucks.
Man, that stinks because like one of the few things you were really excited about was what does the young quarterback with the young receiver look like, and that could be dynamic.
Right. Well, but it's also, I mean, having the opportunity over the remainder of the season to create that chemistry, create that connection, so you hit the ground running in year two. And you're losing out on those. I mean, those are important reps you're losing out on. Right? I mean, that's
of course.
Which is why I don't know. I asked Jordan. I don't know if I asked Jordan because we didn't have time, but I said to you afterwards, like, does that loss actually incentivize them to push a little bit harder for a receiver here at the deadline?
I don't think it will.
I don't know, man. It feels like there's still a lot of people that don't believe Brian Daboll is the right coach, which to me means that he needs to win more games. Because the only way he's going to get out of this, because we already know Jackson Dart can play, and it still hasn't convinced people to bring Brian Daboll back. Like, so he's going to, correct me if I'm wrong, he's going to feel pressure to start winning more games, no? And that schedule schedule doesn't lighten up.
But and I know he said he wouldn't do it, but the thing the schedule doesn't lighten up at all. The thing that terrifies me is that they're like, oh, you know what? Let's just make a trade because we do feel like we're on the hot seat and we have to make a trade.
Right, but I mean, tell me you can't see a world where you can sit down the owner and explain to him all the reasons why you should do it now. I just gave you one. I just gave you one. Right? I mean, we scored 32 points against Denver. I had one receiver catch passes. Is that great for the development of my young quarterback?
It's terrible for the development of your
It's terrible for him, right? I mean, we got the Eagles, the Niners, the Bears, the Packers, the Lions, and the Patriots coming up here. I mean, we don't want to add another weapon that's under contract that we can have. We can take advantage this year, create that relationship with the young quarterback, and then we get Malik Neighbors back next year. There's no guarantee that I can be able to use that second round pick and just and draft a receiver that's going to have an immediate impact.
No, nothing is guaranteed.
But I can promise you that if we can bring in Jalen Waddle right now, we know he can play. Skill set fits what we're trying to do. He's got the speed we're looking for.
He's always hurt.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, tell me you can't see that.
No,
that conversation
I could see that, but that worries me. Someone who's desperate, who thinks their job is on the line, is willing to sacrifice more for immediate gratification.
Well, probably, but I mean, weren't we asking the same questions as to why we were in such a rush to put Jackson Dart out there? Now, it worked out because he was ready, but I'm saying, wasn't that the conversation? At 3 weeks in, we're already ready. We're scrapping the plan already.
Well, because that was the last card that you had in your holster there.
Right. So I mean, I can use that also in this. Like, everyone thought it was too early to play Jackson Dart. We knew he was ready.
Right. You got to trust me a little bit here.
You got to start trusting me a little bit here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my retort to that would be, well, look at all the failures we've had with you.
I know, but you brought me back.
I understand. You know what all this quarterback wide receiver trade conversation makes me think about?
Taking a shower?
Yeah, it does. Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They converted my kid's bath to a shower. That's Alex's bath, just to make it specific. And they did an unbelievable job. All right, so they offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. I actually went into his bathroom yesterday and looked at the bath and thought to myself, boy, they did a nice job here. Yeah. That's really true. I thought they did a really nice job here, as there was urine all over the toilet that he had so beautifully left. So, done in one day, durable, easy to clean, no demo, no mess, lower cost than a standard replacement. And how long is the guarantee? Forever. Forever. Right now, I get choked up just thinking about this deal. No money down, no payments, no interest until when? Let's see if you remember. When do you start paying off this bath fitter?
When do you start paying this bad boy off?
Yep.
I don't believe it's till April of 2027.
That's right. April of 2027. Milo will be 28 years old at that point, which is kind of scary to think about. So here's what I suggest. Start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com, because there's only one bath fitter. How nice is that?
That's real nice. That's like the crown. I mean, you imagine you go to sell that house, people walk in, they're like, oh my goodness.
Right. It's like the crown jewel.
This is
like, wait. Let me show you a shower that used to have a curtain.
Yes.
And now it's enclosed.
Gorgeous. Watertight. Look at these seals.
And then like the light shines down from above.
Want to know the warranty on this bad boy? Lifetime.
That's right. That's right.
That is nice.
Yeah, well, it's beautiful. So we got a lot to do today. Mel Kiper is going to join us a little bit later on in the show.
That's nice.
At about 8:10. RJ is going to run point on a CMT, which is nice as well.
Yeah, I want to see if the bump can be back here. We haven't talked about the bump in a while. We need a big bump there.
You know, I didn't know this because I wasn't even looking at it. RJ said our YouTube numbers were exceptional yesterday.
I mean, you ate a microphone yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't my intent coming into the show, by the way.
I got to tell you, too, and I'll bring this up at tomorrow's big-time meeting that we have on Wednesdays.
Oh, great.
I think the whole talk of you having that Monday where you were really bad, it can't be mentioned, referenced one time ever again. Because you did,
that's now dead?
Because what you did yesterday was above and beyond.
Go back to bed. Get back under the covers and go back to bed. You don't want to listen to this today.
Yeah. You were so good yesterday that I don't want to hear. If someone mentions it, I was going to slap that person right in the face.
Well, John thinks that I was so good yesterday, still buoyed by him giving me a hard time that day weeks ago.
Right. He thinks he's in your head, and like we're his little puppets. That he plays all these mind games on us, and
you think I needed John weeks ago to give me a hard time for me to have that reaction yesterday?
No, I don't.
If he really believes that, he is of an inflated opinion of himself.
Well, I think we already know that, though.
Well, I think he's terrific.
But
But if he thinks that yesterday was anything to do with him, that's crazy.
The man walks around the city in a Disney parka, like a rain
which
jacket.
Is just too tight.
No, that's not even the one I'm talking about. That's the quarter zip he wears. But he layers that on top. He layers a rain jacket on top.
See,
of
he
that.
doubles down even here. He says, "But yesterday it doesn't happen without that talk." No,
Hey, to his credit though,
if John didn't exist, that happens yesterday.
I wish I had the same kind of the kind of self-worth that he has. It's amazing.
And I think he's terrific. I'm not denigrating what John brings to the table. All I'm saying is it didn't matter if you were here. I'm happy you were here and you were nice yesterday. RJ, Ray, John, didn't matter. I was going to lose my mind yesterday regardless. Alex was, he was, even yesterday, he's like, Dad, you went a little crazy on Sunday. I'm like, a little crazy. I said, I thought I dialed it down a little bit. I said, I could have gone worse.
See, I wish I had that. I wish I was able to go crazy watching a football game right now. You saw me at the couch cast. There's no emotion.
Yeah.
It's just they beat me down to the point where I don't feel.
Well, and I got sound
numb.
which can make you even, I think, more upset today.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So we'll do all of it. We'll do all of it. But we'll be here for each other because that's what New York sports fans have to do. 1-800-919-3776. The Giants on the table. We'll get into the Jets on the table. So the number, the same, 800-919-3776. Get involved. We're here with you all morning. It's DNR, ESPN New York.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new Parlay Zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino.
Download it.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN. 1 free year of Perplexity Pro and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown! Yes! Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. I want to get to the Jets, but I want to read you a tweet from Jordan Renan, which I didn't see yesterday. It's not a new tweet. It's 21 hours old. But Jordan has been very slow to admitting that Jackson Dart is like the real deal, right? Like likes what he's seeing, but I'm like, he looks really good, right, Jordan? He's like, it looks good, like judgment reserved, right? Let me wait to see more. So here's his tweet yesterday. Maybe you saw it. Terrible loss. Defense wilted. To allow a game-winning field goal so quickly was just pathetic. Interception was bad. But Jackson Dart is the real deal. 4 TDs on the road against that defense in that environment, stud. So, I mean, Jordan is not an easy audience to win over. And in 4 starts, he's won him over.
I think in fairness to Jordan, though, too. I mean, after doing what he did as a grown man on his kid's train.
Don't be mean.
Well,
I'm the conductor.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, I mean, you can't in 3 starts just jump right off that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if he's still the conductor, that train's really steaming down the tracks in Indianapolis.
Right, now's the time to double down on that train. I mean, now he's rolling. Now he looks smart being on that train.
Right. I mean, he should bring back the train.
He probably should.
He should do another video. I told you I was the conductor.
Yeah, choo-choo.
I'm still the conductor.
Hey, listen, I'd have more.
Choo-choo.
If we have him on, when we have him on Friday, if his shot is him on the train, I would have. I mean, that's what he should do.
You know what he should do? He should be circling the house on the train.
That's exactly what he should do.
You know?
How great would that be? Hey,
have
honey.
someone in front of him running with the camera.
Yeah.
And he's every time we ask him a question, he's like, choo, choo. And then he answers the question.
Yeah, like, hey, honey, take my phone and follow me around while I'm doing the interview with the guys.
That's right.
On this train.
Because you know what? He was right. Timing was a little off.
The timing was off, but I think he saw the forest through the trees, though. He's like, if you put this guy in the right spot, right coach, right amount of weapons around him, this guy's going to be real good.
And he was right.
I mean, that offense right now is tough to stop, man. Oof.
Well, look at that offense. I mean, honestly, where's the weakness there? Offensive line is very good. Running back is elite.
Yep.
Tight end is elite.
Yep.
I mean, Pittman is very good. Pierce is good.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, and they spread the ball out.
They spread the ball out. He's always got time to throw it. The defense is good. They're well coached. It's a really, really good football team. They won me over this past weekend.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, you and RJ both took the Chargers. RJ was just talking about it. He felt like it was like a Harbaugh spot. And I think that listening to Daniel Jones afterwards, when he was asked the question, and he pretty much said, like, I guess you guys didn't know much about us, that they probably looked at it as their opportunity to shut people up, which is exactly what they did. And then now, I mean, Houston's offense stinks.
Terrible.
They're
going to win that division.
They're going to win that division. Houston can't score points. They're better off scoring on defense.
Jacksonville's not that great.
No. I mean, it's their division.
I don't see Tennessee making a run to win the division.
No, I don't see that happening, no.
So, yeah, they're going to win that division. All right, so walk it through then with me. We'll get to the calls and the Jets in a moment. What division in your mind can you sit here and say is over?
What division can I say is over?
Yeah, not the NFC East.
NFC East is not over, no.
North, clearly not.
No.
NFC South, is that over?
NFC South?
Probably not. You got to give Atlanta
No, I don't
some.
think that I don't think that the NFC South is over.
All right, West is clearly
no Mike
not
Evans.
over.
Mike Evans is gone for the season now.
Right.
And I don't know what's going on.
That looked awful yesterday.
Right. He looked like it was collarbone. It looked like he was out of it, like concussion. Baker Mayfield didn't look great yesterday either.
No, he did not. He missed a number of receivers.
High. And
yeah,
then
he
had
was
the one
high
where
with on everyone.
He missed high, and then he kind of like was bending down, like his back was bothering him or something. But he wasn't. He
Detroit
wasn't great.
whooped them last night. Actually,
Detroit did whoop him.
Yeah, they whooped them. I actually I made a good pick.
You made a great pick. You and RJ both made a good pick. No, I think the only division that you can really say is, I mean, listen, Carolina right now is in second in the NFC South. Is probably the AFC South.
That's the only one, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because even at 1-5, we talked about this already, and you've seen it a couple different places now. Once we talked about it, is that depending on when, it sounds like Lamar's not even practicing yet.
No, he may not even play.
Right, and I think we both thought that after the bye he'd be back and ready to roll. But I mean, I guess you could maybe say Pittsburgh. If Lamar's going to miss more time, like how many more games? Like how much deeper can the hole be?
Pittsburgh's schedule. Maybe this is crazy. I think maybe Cincinnati is somewhat alive in that division now. Pittsburgh's schedule is brutal.
Yeah, that's fine. But I didn't even look at Cincinnati's schedule yet.
How long
do you?
Cincinnati's, they have the Jets this week, and they're now 6-point favorites over the Jets.
Yeah. So Cincinnati's got Jets, Bears, at Steelers, Patriots, at Ravens, at Bills, Ravens, at Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns. Yeah, so I guess depending on how long this Joe Flacco can keep it up. Cincinnati can score points. The defense isn't very good, though.
No, it's bad.
No.
It's bad. Well, you saw last year. Joe Burrow, Chase, Higgins all had unbelievable years. They still couldn't make the postseason.
I wonder if Pittsburgh does anything at the deadline.
If not now, when?
Yeah, that's what I mean. All the moves that they made this offseason as kind of like, hey, this is the year we're going to have to win a playoff game. I wonder if they make a move here. Because they have to add something to that offense. They got 2 tight ends and they got DK Metcalf.
Right, you could use another receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so why don't we do this? Let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll get to your calls. We'll come back and we'll get into the Jets. And then, of course, the 7 o'clock hour, and that's CMT, and then Kiper, and then it rolls from there. So, more Giants, some Jets, 800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on a Tuesday, ESPN New York.
Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
Listen up, football fans. Never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
He's coming. Here he goes. Surprise! Your table saw broke. Also, the warranty expired weeks ago, so you need to pay for a new one out of pocket.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Oh, and the replacement part you ordered doesn't fit, so it's completely useless. What a waste.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
Your fantasy roster is set. The Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk. I know stuff. Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Now, NBA starts tonight. Knicks in action tomorrow. And you can celebrate the return of Knicks basketball with Don Hahn and Rosenberg live from Stout, NYC, right across from the Garden. Tomorrow, before the Knicks home opener against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The guys will be broadcasting live starting at 3 o'clock with special guest appearances by, but not limited to, Monica McNutt and Pat O'Keefe. Brought to you by Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Ready to let the good times cruise? Then you need Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea, real vodka, no bubbles. It's one wildly refreshing drink. How's that for a read?
That's a real nice read.
You're going to stop by and maybe they have you on the show if you stop
probably
by.
not. No, I mean, listen, they have a crowded guest list. They don't need me there.
I think they'd welcome you, though.
Probably.
And some of your NBA insight, I think they'd love to have you on.
Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily the truth, but I mean, I'm dialed. I'm ready.
Oh, I'm
Can't wait
very
for this
excited.
next season.
Do you agree? And we don't need to get into it a lot today. Like, anything short of the NBA Finals is a failure for the Knicks.
At this point, yeah.
Depending on like injuries and health and all that stuff,
Right.
but like anything short of the Finals.
Yeah,
would be
listen, I mean, fully healthy,
Mhm.
yes. In my opinion, the best team should be the best team in the East.
So I almost feel like we treat them like the Yankees now. Like we can't be crazed with every single game during the regular season.
No, I don't know if we can be crazed. I think that when you have such heightened expectations, though, I think that's just going to be natural.
Yeah, but like if the Knicks in January lose a game to I don't know, I mean fill in the blank, Memphis, and we're gonna be like, oh my God, how could you do that? That's so awful. Like this is a big picture season.
Right. I mean, but I think that's easier said than done.
I think you're right.
Yeah. I mean, look at you Yankees fans. I mean, if you want to believe that like because of the expectations now and because it's time to take that next step, that we've kind of graduated into that, where the Yankees fans are at, they go crazy. I mean, that's 162. They go crazy. Right? I mean, it's every game we're breaking down.
It's crazy. It's
Fans losing their
crazy to
minds.
think that people go nuts for one of 162 all the time.
Just imagine the phone calls we'd be taking today if we were in Seattle with the decisions that were made late in that game.
Well, that's
pitching.
different though. Like that. I mean, that's the whole season on the line there.
No, I know, but I'm just. I mean, it's when you reach a certain level where we feel the Knicks are at that level now. I mean, especially in this city, there are going to be people. You fired the head coach. Now I got to watch the head coaches in Boston trying to help Boston out, which I don't love.
Well, I mean, I'm sure the Knicks are not his favorite thing right now.
I know, but I mean, breaking down tape and the things that we exploited against them, you got a new coach, right? You got a group of players that didn't want to play for your old coach. So now that they still have that, all right, like prove you made the right decision. Prove that Mike Brown's the right guy.
Oh, I'm not saying that there's not reason to be excited and to focus
No, but I'm
on
saying
stuff.
because of that, I think there's going to be extra on the regular season. If
Well,
this
maybe.
was Tibbs was just back, right? We added depth to the bench. It's still
right,
crazy.
but now with a new cast of characters, specifically with the coach, yeah, maybe you're right. And there's unbelievable expectations on the season.
Yeah, you just said it.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're wrong. I think it's you got to get to the NBA Finals. If not now, then when?
You could argue you won't. Like this is it. How many
This is the
teams
time to
right
take
now in the
advantage.
Eastern Conference do you look at and say, "Oh God, I'm nervous about them"? I think it's only Cleveland.
It's probably Cleveland.
Right. I mean, Orlando's good, but they shouldn't be at your level.
Yeah, I mean it's the same cast. I mean there'll be a team that steps up, but it feels like that we're at the point now where it's okay. Let's take that next step. We got no more excuses. A couple of your best players didn't want to play for the coach. We got rid of the coach. We added depth. Like we're gonna have, we're gonna play our bench this year, so you guys should be rested. You're not gonna be worn out.
Yep.
I mean that would be the one thing I would say is I'm sure there will be times this season where guys aren't playing or guys aren't playing as much as you want to see them play, and they'll drop a game against a team that's not very good. That would be the time I'd be like, listen, relax.
Yeah, but then you got to think about the big picture, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll take phone calls. What the hell's happening here? How do we lose that game?
Right. How do you not play Brunson in the final 8 minutes of the game or whatever? Right. Yeah, I get it. And we'll navigate that as we see fit throughout the season. But I'm very excited.
Yeah, I
about
can't
the Knicks
wait.
this year.
I can't wait because my football season's over. So
your football season couldn't be more over. Yes.
Right.
Let's go to Alex in Old Forge. I did some research. Old Forge is a hamlet in the Adirondacks. Good morning, Alex. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, guys. Yeah, I wish I could say it better. And Dave, I think I can relate to you and just being miserably angry at just like the way this game unfolded and everything. And I appreciate Rick with the optimism and just the way he views like the way this team could like progressively be better throughout the entirety of the season. Like when I see Jackson Dart, I'm like, I feel like he's my savior. I know it's only 4 games, but you go out, you beat the Chargers, you beat the Eagles, thank God, and like we were on top of the world when that happened. And then, obviously the Saints game happens 2 weeks ago. And then with this loss here, man, it really just sucks because you go from being on top of the world. I remember listening to that show in the morning, David. I was just laughing and joyous with you, man. And then you're right back down into the dumps. But, like the game still looked good and looked great for 3 quarters. And to watch it all unfold, you got to point to coaching. But from the way this team's structured and not having our 2 number 1 receivers, like we're not really doing anything outside the numbers, but you get a big run from Tracy. I mean, I think Wandale's looked pretty good. The offensive line's holding
Very
up.
good.
And it's just like, everything that you've seen from the decision with the play calling. I've been trying to defend Brian Dable for a long time. And it's like he ultimately, I know Kafka's running offense, but doesn't he ultimately have like the final like say on like what we're going to do?
Of course he does. It's his team.
Right, but sometimes you don't feel that way.
That's why I just don't get like the decisions that have been being made, like going for 2, like throwing like on that interception, like he, Scatterbo gets blasted by the linebacker, and then like he's like trying to make a last second throw, and he was kind of pinned on, on the guy, and just made a bad play. But you got to run the ball there. I don't know what we do, but like I don't want to get rid of Dable. I think with Jackson Dart and Dable, I think it's a good connection. I just think they got to be better, and like. It's his 4th year as a head coach, but like at some point, man, like you got to take accountability.
Well, you're going to have to figure it out, Alex, what it is that you want, right? Like Dable, if you want Dable, then you're going to have to live with some of the missteps that he makes. And if you move on from Dable, do you believe that the next head coach and the next regime could find success with Jackson Dart?
Right, but I think that's the question, ultimately I think you have to ask yourself. Like, I mean, because it's pretty clear that he's put all his eggs into the Jackson Dart basket. Like, and he wants everyone to know how close they are and how much he loves them, and I'm sure he wants Jackson to feel the same way, right? So if Jackson is asked at the end of the season, like, what do you think about Brian Dable? It's like, I love Brian Dable. He's my guy. I can't imagine him, not being the coach. But is Brian Dable because I don't even know if I can say that, because just listening to Alex Smith talk about how, this offense works, it's like they're not really scheming anything up. It's like, here, Jackson, go do what you do. Are we willing to live with a coach that's not a great head coach, but is someone that's created a really good relationship with the quarterback, which I know is the most important position in the sport, but isn't really capable of being the CEO of the entire team?
But you're not going to ultimately win like that. Like you may
well,
get.
if the quarterback is awesome, or if the quarterback is great, I don't know how long you can do it, but it's pretty clear already that we've seen a couple different situations where a better head coach, might give you a better chance to win that Dallas game.
Definitively would.
Right, and to win the Denver game. So it's like, I was listening to Gruden yesterday, and they were asking that very question, and Gruden's like, listen, if I decide to stick with pressure and that doesn't work out, you'll bust my chops about that.
So he's defending Dable here?
Well, no, it's like, he doesn't, it's tough for him to say because, again, he's not in the locker room, right? Like, he doesn't, you had no Debo, you had no Holland. Like, I would go, let's go pressure because that's what we're best at. Like, that's what I hang my hat on. I'll die with that as opposed to what we did. But guys, his point was like, guys still have to go out and execute what's being called. Even if you don't like it, like Drew Phillips.
You're not wrong, but watching them rush 3 was jarring.
I know. Dexter Lawrence being off the field is jarring.
And Abdul Carter's off the field too.
Right. Like, I mean, I guess if you wanted to say, like, I mean, letting Brian Burns take that penalty instead of calling timeout is not a great look. Right? If you got a timeout, let's not waste the 5 yards. Call it. Let's regroup, decide what we want to do. Like, you can call timeouts on that side too. Right? Like, you can call a timeout there.
He's not good. He's not good with his timeouts.
Well, no, but now
delay games and that play.
Right, but now be the CEO though. Right? Like, I mean, it's your job not to be so focused on one thing and one side of the ball that you can't see the bigger picture. Because in that moment, especially, you got the lead. Bowen is calling the plays, but still, they're coming through your headset. I mean, you have to have a feel for the locker room too. Like, what do these guys want to do? What's going to put them in the best spot to have success? If they really believe that our best opportunity to shut this thing down and win this game is we want to bring some pressure, we want to rush forward, whatever we want to do and play to our strength, then I'm going to do that because guess what? Now they have ownership of this thing. So if it fails, it's on them too. It's not just on me.
Now, Damian Woody was on Barton Carlin yesterday, and he said players have to take some accountability because they have to speak up if they don't like what's happening.
There's been many a times where, as a player, if we didn't like the flow of the game or the play calls, there were times when I went to Brian Schottenheimer, when he was the offensive coordinator, just like, dude, look, we can't run this. This is what we need to do. Put it on us. Put it on us to go out here and execute these plays that we feel are the most comfortable running. And I think that's what the Giants players have to do.
I think they've tried.
I couldn't agree more.
I think they've tried, though.
So you think they're trying to do that, and they're just being told, no, you stay in line and listen to what I'm telling you.
I don't know if I don't know if that's exactly what they're being told, but we heard this after the Eagles game that they wanted to bring more pressure. I can't imagine they love what was called against Dallas either. I mean, there are certain things like
they did the same thing,
right? But you have to have an identity, right? Like on all three phases. Like this is our identity.
You tell me, what is the Giants' identity on defense? Is it the secondary?
No, it's their front.
Okay, so live and die with the front four.
Right, and that's what they want. So if that's our strength and that's what we want, then that's what we'll go with. And you guys got to go out and make sure you execute. Right? It's you make me look smart as opposed to what you've seen. I mean, listen, the reality of the situation the Giants are in right now is they could very easily be undefeated with Jackson Dart right now.
They could have beaten Denver and they could have beaten New Orleans, yes.
I mean, so there's no reason to believe that this thing is going to. I
don't think so either.
And as much as you want to believe that it's going to be growing pains, which there will be, I also got to tell you, I think that he's going to get. As he gets more comfortable, you'll see better version of him. Also,
I think that as well. And he's got to be smarter. Some of the just overly aggressive decisions he makes, he's got to calm down and figure that out.
I don't know if you're going to see that. I don't know if you're going to see that this year necessarily, but
I mean, I think everyone, even if you're despondent over what just happened on Sunday, everyone is excited about Jackson Dart as the quarterback moving forward. Everybody.
Right, but I also think that once you let the emotion subside, even as a player, right, because you're livid. You saw Brian Burns after the game. You're pissed. That's a game you should win, right? It's a huge. I mean, it could be a huge turning point in your season. Is once the emotion subsides and you get a chance to kind of take a step back and you watch the tape and think of all the good things that you did. Like, I'm sure that entire locker room feels like we can beat anybody. Like, I mean, there should be that level of confidence in that locker room right now.
Yeah, I think they can. I mean, it doesn't get a lot better than this. I mean, granted, you have Green Bay and Detroit as well coming up, but I mean, you beat the Chargers, you beat up on the Eagles,
yep.
You were hammering Denver. So every team that's been thrown in your direction, you're up double digits over New Orleans on the road. Like every game that you've been in with Jackson Dart, you've been in with Jackson Dart.
Right. So, I mean, now it's on us because, you still have to learn how to win. Like that ends up being the final hurdle. This is not a team under Brian Dable that's had tons of success outside of that first year.
No, and it's not a team that has a ton of expectation either.
No, but forget the expectations. The guys don't feel the expectations. They don't care about the expectations. The guys, I mean,
you live in the moment.
Right, you live in the moment. Now we got to figure out how to close these things out. And I'm sure there are conversations being had in the locker room because I was a part of these conversations. Where is Shane Bowen giving us the chance to actually go do that? And I would say right now that the answer to that question is no.
Well, I think the players would answer that question and say we don't think so. Yeah,
and that's what happens. I mean, that's
so. If you lose the players, how? I mean, isn't that it? Aren't you done?
Yeah. I mean, you are. And I didn't get great vibes from watching the Shane Bowen on the sideline experience the other day. I saw that yesterday. I was like, oof.
Well, I don't know how you could have great vibes from that.
Well, they're not even acknowledging this guy. You know what I mean? Like it's like he's not even there.
Yeah, no, that was awful. I mean, you lost the game against Dallas, and you know how and why you lost it, and you did the same thing again.
Yeah, I mean, it would drive me crazy as a player, but I also recognize, like, I'd also be mad at the players. Like, yeah, it's called. We didn't like it, but still. Like, get your head turned around. Like, do what you're supposed to do on this play. Like, 2 plays. That's all it took, man. 2.
2 plays to get into chip shot field goal range.
Yeah, 39-yard field goal.
For most kickers in the NFL, chip shot field goal range.
Yeah, I don't even know if you attempt one with your kicker.
Well, they'd have to get closer.
39 yards.
They'd have to take a shot. They'd have to take a shot. All right, let's break. We'll come back. We got a lot of callers lined up, 800-919-3776, and we'll get into some Jets conversation. I have a piece of sound which I believe will upset you. That's next. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away. Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable fiber internet starting at just $40 a month. That's right, lightning fast fiber internet at a price that won't slow you down. Call 888-4OPTIMUM today to lock in your offer in just a few minutes and see how you can also get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and an unlimited mobile line on us. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Terms apply.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads on this Tuesday and bring in our dear friend, Debbie Duhane.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Yep, congrats to Don Mattingly and the Blue Jays as they advance to the World Series. Hey, guys, let's see what's happening right now. Not advancing very quickly here on the Southern State. You're moving slowly westbound Southern State right into the Wantagh. A collision taking 2 lanes. We're seeing delays on the New England Thruway southbound by 18A and Mamaroneck with late running construction. And over on the Van Wyck southbound at Linden Boulevard, an accident. Alternate side parking rules in effect. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports, coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
This October, the only thing scarier than missing the game is missing out on a brand new Kia. At Kia City of the Bronx, 3505 Connor Street is where the ghosts of old rides get traded in and new legends are born. They've got a monster lineup of new Kias that'll take you from tailgates to haunted houses in style. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955. Don't get spooked, get moving. Kia City of the Bronx, where Halloween meets horsepower.
Bet365 bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
The fall is here and Halloween's right around the corner, which means the cold weather is coming. And that's why now's the time to fill up with Romeo's Fuel. Fill up before it gets too cold. Now is the best time because prices are still so low. Romeo's Fuel makes it easy for you to keep your house comfortable and warm in the coldest months. Get discount home heating oil from the best in the business. Order online at romeosfuel.com for the best and lowest price on home heating oil. That's romeosfuel.com, romeosfuel.com, romeosfuel.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson for three. And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I would keep Brian Daboll. I don't think I'd keep Joe Shane.
You just feel like you're being held back in some ways by the coaches and by some of the decisions that the management is making.
Winners win. Well, in this case for the Giants, losers lose. On a positive note, what Jackson Dart brings to the New York Giants is an excitement that hasn't been in New York since Odell Beckham.
Jackson Dart is the real deal. 4 TDs on the road against that defense in that environment. Stud.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, the big 7 o'clock hour, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So I have an email which will make you unhappy, and I have an opinion on some football stuff. What do you want?
So you have an email that'll make me unhappy. You also have sound that's going to make me unhappy. Before we get to that, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Do you do you agree with what Damian Woody said?
Which part? He had a couple of sound bites there.
I would keep Dable and fire Shane.
I think that's crazy. I don't even think it's up for debate. Like, from everyone I've talked to around that organization, beat writers and the like, the debate is not whether you're going to get rid of Shane and keep Dable. It's Shane is probably going to stay and Dable's going to be the question.
Right. I haven't heard that one yet.
I haven't heard that at all.
Dable. No.
Right? Not from anybody.
No, I've heard the opposite. I've heard fire Dable, keep Shane. Or that's what they'll do.
Which I think is much higher probability than what he said.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, listen, I think you got to figure out whether or not you think that, there's a better option because you'll be as loyal as your options. And, I mean, how much of a step back could Jackson Dart take if you change coaches on him?
I guess my question to you would be, do you believe that Jackson Dart is a really, potentially a special quarterback?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a really good quarterback, yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, do you think you're going to do, maybe you do, irreparable damage if you bring in a new head coach?
No, I don't think you do irreparable damage, but, I mean, I think there could be something to just the relationship and the fact that,
maybe
Brian Dable believes in him and you kind of want to keep growing.
And you want that continuity? But if he's going to be a stud, he's going to be a stud.
No, I know. How much of a pause in his development do you take by having to learn a new offense?
Yeah, I don't know.
But once you learn that new offense, and you got just an all-around better coach, does it benefit everybody?
It benefits the team.
Yeah.
Well, once he learns that offense, and I don't think he's a dumb kid. I think he's a
No,
smart
of course
kid.
not.
Like
Dude,
he
was
picked
ready
up
in
this
3
offense
weeks.
quickly. So I think he's going to have played 14 games in the NFL, hopefully. I would think that he'd pick up a new offense pretty quickly. But again, yeah, I mean, I guess there is that idea, just the other side of things that you have to be a little bit concerned about.
Right. Well, I just always know, whenever I hear Tom Brady talk, he always talks about how important it was to have that continuity, because it was just like every year you're just building and building and building.
And you're in a perfect world. I agree with that. But he's also talking about Bill Belichick, who at the time might have been the greatest coach we've ever seen.
Well,
in
and Josh McDaniels. No, but I'm just saying, I think that's in everyone's mind. That's ideal. That would be the best situation if we could do that.
And I agree with
making
that.
A change.
I think, but is Brian Dable good enough that you're willing to say let's just continue down this road? I don't know.
Well, I mean, or is the other option where they think that they don't want to mess with what they have on that side of the ball. And if they replace Shane Bowen with someone that's better, that Brian Dable can continue to focus on the offense, and we'll have someone better to manage the defense.
Yeah, but you're still making weird decisions in these games, right? Like I think that's a coaching issue.
No, I don't. Listen, I don't think I disagree with you, but I think those are the conversations that are going to be had at the end of the season.
Again, and I said this yesterday, I don't want to do that, and maybe try to keep me on this path if you can. I know that I can be wild sometimes and get out of control. I want to look big picture here. My goal is not to have the Giants play week in and week out, and for me to say get rid of them, right, or keep them. I want to look at this the rest of the season, and when we get to week 15, 16, 17, 18, then I'd like to have that conversation of what I think about Brian Dable and company. And I don't want to do it if they go out and play well against Philadelphia and beat the Eagles, keep Brian Dable. And then you lose to Green Bay because he makes a stupid decision, fire Brian Dable. I don't want to do that. I want to look at his full body of work and then react to it at the end of the season.
Okay. Well, because you've already done that. I mean, you did that after the Eagles game, and now you're doing it after Denver. So I'll straighten you out. Yeah, that's fine.
But that's the goal, because I don't want to be that Monday morning quarterback every single Monday. I think he deserves. I think we deserve to let's see how it plays out for the rest of the regular season, and then come up with a fair, articulate, intelligent analysis of what the Giants are and what you look at them towards the future for.
All right. Deal.
That feels like a sign of maturity from me.
It absolutely does. I don't know if we're going to be able to stick to it, but it absolutely sounds
well, probably
like
not. But I mean, I think there's some real growth happening right before your eyes.
I think there is. I absolutely think there is. Because there's no guarantee. But here's the thing, though. I know you want to believe it, that, we move off of Brian Dable and you hire a new head coach and it's just seamless, right? He loves Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart loves him. And offense looks as good or better. And he has this, this new coach has this, real positive effect on the team because he actually knows what he's doing. That's all great. But, I mean, you also have seen the other side of that. And not necessarily, head coach, but, we lose our coordinator, we bring someone else in, and, all of a sudden now the offense doesn't look the same.
You take a step back.
Right. So, I mean, you do run that risk also.
You're right about that, and that's why I think you need to make an informed, smart decision at the end of the year and see what's out there, right? I would imagine if Dart continues to play like this and you have a top 10 pick and it is the Giants, that this would be an attractive job on the market for coaches, wouldn't you?
I think so, yeah. But I also know that you ran it back after one of the worst seasons you've ever had and let them draft the quarterback.
Right. Although it looks like that was a blessing, whether they're going to be here long term or not, getting that quarterback.
Right. I just don't know what the conversation was with Joe Shane, Brian Dable, and John Mara.
At what point do you think, and I know we're not there yet, but we'll get there. And it won't even be from us. It'll be like NFL Live is going to do this and all the get up. At what point are we going to get to Jackson Dart should have been taken over Cam Ward?
I think
we'll get there.
Well, it depends. I mean, it depends on what happens in Tennessee with Cam Ward. I mean, whoever they hire. If they hire, whoever it ends up being, and Cam Ward looks like a stud, then we won't have that conversation.
Right, but at some point we're going to have you're going to get to the end of the season, and I bet you're going to have that conversation on a national level.
Yeah, but I think that's. I
agree with you. I think you need to give it 2-3 years.
Yeah, I don't think you put. I don't think you put Cam Ward in a great spot.
You certainly did not. Asher Phoenix. Here's the email. You're not going to like this, but I'll read it to you. It's not to be mean. It's just to kind of just hammer home the point. Can we take a minute and acknowledge the fact that the Knicks are going to win a game this season before the Jets?
Yeah, that's right.
Which is accurate.
Which is very accurate.
And pathetic.
But yeah, both.
I don't want to belabor that.
No, it's not right. It's not. I mean, it doesn't even make me feel bad.
No, I'm not trying to make you feel that. I'm just like pointing out, like you're going to go God knows how many weeks without winning a football game, if at all.
Right. I mean, I'm glad you're finally on board with that, as opposed to what you were trying to do to me 2 weeks ago.
Because it doesn't make sense.
Look at all these winnable games.
Teams win in this league.
Yeah, teams win in this league, and we don't. We don't score.
I know the offense.
Did you see? By the way, did you see Rich Sneady's tweet?
I don't think so.
Breaking down the offense.
What did he say?
In the last 6 games, the offense has produced 7 touchdowns. 0 of those in the first half. 1 in the third quarter, which was a field touchdown against Miami. 6 in the fourth quarter, all with the Jets trailing by at least 13 points, including 4 touchdowns in the last 4 minutes.
Right, because the one touchdown that you scored to give you a lead in that game was a special teams touchdown with the blocked field goal, right? And then Tampa came right down the field and kicked the game-winning field goal.
Yeah. 7
it's
touchdowns
not good.
Last 6 games. None in the first half. It's not good at all. It's not. Forget not good. It's not even real NFL offense right now.
No, it's not. It's setting the game back.
Yeah.
It's setting the game back.
It's slowly killing me.
But it still bothers you every single week? To that extent?
Every single week.
You're not kind of dead?
Nah, well, I'm dead.
You're
dead,
not
but
numb?
It infuriates me, though. Like, it makes me angry that this is the decision that we made.
Well, I understand
that the people that they put in charge of this organization decided to do this and expected it to work out. If I know there's a real chance that this probably isn't going to work, how do they not know? We talked about this before the season even started. Like, how do you expect Justin Fields to rejuvenate his career when he can't really throw the football consistently with only Garrett Wilson?
Yeah, I don't have the answer for you.
So, I mean, what did you think teams were going to do?
And the offensive but the way they made it sound is like we're prepared for teams to stack the box and try to take Garrett Wilson out, but we're going to be so inventive and so creative and so dynamic that it's not going to matter.
Right. We're going to let you know we're going to run the football.
Right.
And we're gonna still be able to do it.
Well, it's like the Packers, right? Back in the '60s, we're going to run the Packers sweep, and we'll tell you we're going to run the Packers sweep, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's the way the Jets made it sound. We're going to run the football. We have these new, inventive, creative ways to run the football. You're never going to see anything like it, and we're going to run the football down your throat, and you won't be able to stop it. Well, That doesn't seem like it's worked out.
It has not worked out. No, it has not worked out. It has not worked out at all.
No, it looks comical at this point.
Hey, dude, Justin Fields ran the ball 4 times against Carolina. 4.
And what of those? He got hammered.
There's really only one thing now that cheers me up when I'm feeling down. Is this right here? That's what cheers me up.
I can't see that. When I eat the microphone?
Yeah, that's what cheers me up.
At least you had really good, solid A-level audio during the Jets game on Sunday. Maybe
It's amazing, dude. It's like they want to punish us. I'm not even joking. Like, I got that tweet. Yeah, I saw that tweet yesterday. Like, it's a social experiment. See how much pain these poor people can take on a consistent basis and keep coming back for more.
It's so mean. It's so cruel. All right, so I want to bring this football thing up, and then I think you'll agree with this, and then we'll get to the Jets calls, and there's a piece of sound I want to play which will, I think, infuriate you. I think. I know why they do it. You know how much I love football. We know how much you and everyone listening and John, everyone loves football. 9:30 Sunday morning, all day long. 2 Monday night games, 10 o'clock on Monday night. I know you're going to think that. Wait, you're saying this? It's too much. It's too. I do not want 10 o'clock Monday night football games.
I don't want, especially when it's a game that I want to watch in entirety of. Like, I want to watch from start to finish. I wanted to watch the Houston-Seattle game,
and I did. And you know what time I got to bed?
I probably 12:30.
1:30 that game ended.
Oh, you didn't finish it in bed?
Well, no. I watched the second half in bed, but I didn't go to sleep until after the game was over at 1:30.
That's too late. It's
ridiculous.
I tried my hardest to, and I knew early in that game that my pick was bad, like awful pick.
Right.
But I was like, you know what? Let's try. And then I woke up with the remote control on my chest. It just shut it right down.
Yeah, because it's inhumane.
Hey, did you hear what Dan Orlovsky said yesterday, by the way?
What did Dan Orlovsky say?
So he was doing this game with Lewis.
Yep.
He was on with McAfee yesterday, and they asked him about Seattle. He said that your boy Leonard Williams.
Oh, MVP.
playing at a defensive player of the year level.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. He was awesome yesterday.
So he's a big believer in Seattle.
I mean, listen, I think he's playing great. I don't feel badly about that, though.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, that's good for Leonard Williams.
Yeah, great for Leonard Williams. Seattle's a good football team. NFC is all jumbled, huh?
The NFC feels fairly wide open right now, yeah.
I mean, Detroit. Okay, I'm going to ask you a team. You tell me. Detroit, do you think it's realistic they go to the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Green Bay?
I don't know if I'm there yet with Green Bay.
Okay, but Detroit is one. Rams?
Yep. Yes.
Eagles?
Yes.
Seahawks?
I still have to see with Sam Darnold. He's playing great right now, but I got to see. He was playing great all season long last year until the biggest moment. So
you're not going to trust Sam Darnold until you trust Sam Darnold?
How could you? If you could trust him, he'd still be in Minnesota.
Right. What'd they go, 14-3 last year?
If he wins, I mean, if he plays well in those last 2 games, he doesn't look like a deer in headlights. They probably, I think they probably move off of J.J. McCarthy.
I think you probably had to.
Right, or at least bring him back.
Well in the playoffs?
Right, at least bring him back and then decide what you want to do with J.J. McCarthy. Because right now Minnesota's a mess right now, quarterback-wise.
Oh, God, I don't know what they're going to do.
Tampa? I don't think so, Tampa, no.
You don't think so, Tampa?
No.
So you only look at 3 teams in the NFC?
Yeah.
So Philadelphia, Detroit, and the Rams.
Mike Evans is done now. It looks like he's going to miss the rest of the season.
Right.
He's done. I don't know what version of Godwin you're getting. Ibuka's still nicked up. He's not close to 100%. They couldn't offensively. They couldn't do anything yesterday against Detroit.
How quickly things change, though, right? They're 5-1. You think they win that game? They're going to take a stranglehold on the NFC. And now I ask you, can they go to the Super Bowl? You're like, not really.
Well, no, because I mean, listen. My in-laws are huge Buccaneers fans, so I know they're watching a lot of these games. Like these are all like they're good wins, but this is like Baker Mayfield late in these games, like just marching down the field and scoring points.
Rabbit out of the hat.
Right. So
Lions are tough, and the Lions you would assume defensively would get healthier. And I thought their defense played really well yesterday.
How about what their secondary did though? They got no one in the secondary at all.
No, and they were
did
great.
A great job.
Yeah, they were terrific last night. They need to be able to run the football. If they are, you're going to come out there and throw the ball 45 times, they're not going to beat you. But if they have the threat of the run, they're a massive problem.
Right. Look what Jahmyr Gibbs did. I mean, the guy was phenomenal last night. Of course, he's phenomenal. He's on my team, and I already got the guy I'm playing against is over 200 points, so it didn't even matter.
Yeah, you know who won this week in fantasy?
Oh, you didn't win, did you?
Yeah, I did.
You came all the way back?
All the way back.
What's that, 2 wins in the season for you now?
That's right. I think I tied you for 2 wins on the season.
Yeah.
But look at points allowed. My points allowed is at a fever pitch.
Right, but you're not really allowing the points. You're just playing teams in the wrong week.
But that's the stat is points allowed.
Yeah, I would have to check the points allowed.
RJ, have you seen the points allowed?
Yeah, you're the Shane Bowen of fantasy defense.
That's right. John is undefeated, and John weasels his way. John scored like 105 points and won this week.
Dude, you've given up over 1,000 points.
I told you.
You're at 1,029 points right now.
And who's next? What's the next closest points allowed?
The next closest points allowed is 968, followed by me at 965.
So I've allowed 50-plus more points than anybody else.
Yeah.
And my team is not bad.
I mean, John's only given up 8. I mean,
how many
John's
points has he given up? Tell me. 863? So 160 points less than me.
Candemo's at 810.
Yeah, but on the other side of this, I mean, you know how this is going to go. He's going to strut in here today. I mean, we're almost, what's halfway through the fantasy season?
He might have his pants unzipped when he walks in today.
I mean, because fantasy playoffs are what, 15, 16, 17?
He's undefeated. He's 7-0.
Yeah, he's halfway home.
It doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you go, how many regular season weeks do we play?
14.
15?
14.
So he goes 13-1 and gets bounced like the Patriots in the postseason. Does it matter?
No.
It doesn't matter.
No.
This is a playoff league, RJ. Nobody cares about regular season records.
Well, he's had playoff success, though. This is just fueling the ego.
It is fueling the ego. That is correct.
This isn't someone that's never won before.
So is it fair to say you're rooting against him?
Yeah, I'm chasing him. I'm rooting against everybody.
No.
You're not chasing him. You're
play it down the middle.
He's 7. You're 4-3. You're not chasing him.
Of course I am.
No, you're not chasing him.
You're not really chasing him.
He's gone. You should actually root for him.
No, listen, we're not giving up yet. There's 7 regular season weeks to go.
Do you understand what you would have to do to catch him, to pass him in the standings? You'd have to go 7-0 while he goes 4-3.
Listen, we're not worried about being at the bottom like some people. We still have high aspirations here.
My team is good. And we're going to make a run.
Okay.
And then I'm going to flip you off is what I'm going to do.
Plenty of time. Listen, we're one game back. That's it. As bad as
we're
it
one
is
game
right
out
now,
of the
we're one game
postseason,
back.
RJ.
I can't even see you down there. Where are you?
We're 2 games behind you.
You're so low when I open the app, I have to scroll to find you guys.
See, what are you trying to do?
You know what, Rick? I if not me, I hope you catch him.
I hope somebody
And then I
catches
hope you
him.
step right on his head when you pass him.
Oh.
Your team name is Champions. You're in 10th place.
Yeah?
You won 2 years ago. It's time.
You're saying he's living in the past.
I think if you change your team name, you'll probably actually go on a run.
There's a little
I'm
Uncle
not
Rico.
changing the team name, RJ. We are known as, in fantasy circles, we're known as champions.
I don't think that's true.
Well, it is true. It's accurate.
If anyone, John should probably be named Champions.
Have you, well, I took it. He can't take my name. Have you ever won this league?
I have.
Oh.
Well, you've won this
My point
league?
goes right out the window.
I have.
John, of course.
I mean, you have...
I've also scored 1,024 points.
But you have more than me because you have 1.5 titles.
I think the Giants are one of the 7 best teams in the NFC. See?
You and the voices.
I love that whenever he makes fun of someone, they turn into James Cagney.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, yeah, really? A peach, huh?
Yeah.
You think you run the ball on our defense, huh?
One of the best teams in the league, eh?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, I said it. That's right. Yeah.
I don't have the versatility that Grassa has. What do you want me to tell you?
He's a man of many voices.
That's not my strength.
He is a man of many voices. All right, let's take a break. I got some sound for you, and then the phone lines are all lit up. We got to get to the people. 1-800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree, they're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. Know if my heart work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how would I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We'll get to the calls in just a moment. I want to play a little bit of sound for you. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
So Aaron Glenn spoke to the media yesterday, and you would think that the quarterback decision is his, right? And like within the organization, they would make that decision, right?
Yeah.
Well, not so fast. He wants to get quarterback decision right, and he wants to start asking other coaches about their thoughts.
Well, that's something that, I want to continue to look at. There's a lot of thought that goes into that. For me personally, and then being able to get with the staff, and then just being able to ask other coaches that have been in a situation, but how would they handle that? So I want to make sure that I make the right decision. And I don't want to make rash decisions either. I just want to make sure when the decision is made, it'll be the right one.
So, of course, you want to make the right decision when you make the decision. You're going to go, start calling up coaches around the league or former coaches around the league?
Well, no, I don't think it's coaches around the league. I mean, I think it's probably Parcells. I think it's coaches that have, trusted mentors or advisors that have dealt with situations like this.
I guess.
I don't know why you'd say it, right? I like the idea that this is going to be well thought out. I think there's one decision, in my opinion, and that's you're going to start Tyrod Taylor. That for me seems like an easy decision.
You say that. Artie in Brooklyn does not want to go in that direction. Artie, what is your rationale behind Justin Fields this week against Cincinnati?
All right, my last name is not Fields, and I didn't bet that he was going to play a certain amount of games. I just know this, that he's the captain of your team. You put in a lot of money thinking that this guy was going to be a chance to be a quarterback. And I did say last week that this would be his last hurrah, but he got hit right in the head. He had a concussion. He basically passed. He had 12 passes. I know he got sacked 3 times, but I don't think the offensive coordinator trusts him. And I think Glenn has to coach to tell him and say, listen, you can't have a different game plan for 2 different guys. Where was the flea flicker when Fields was in the game? You know what I'm saying? Where was the bombs when he was in the game?
Because he can't throw it, man.
He can't throw the ball downfield, Artie.
He can't throw the ball.
Okay. Okay. You keep saying that, and I get it, and I understand why. But you're trying to tell me that all these games they gave him $30 million that he can't throw the ball.
He can't.
In the Pittsburgh game, he threw a beautiful pass to Wilson on a touchdown.
I mean, occasionally he's going to be able to throw the football, Artie. It's not like he can't throw it ever, but he's got no consistency.
So my point,
you haven't seen enough.
Right. So
you want to go back to him again?
Listen, my point is, you play against the Bengals. You let him just throw the ball. If he looks like that, if he throws 4 interceptions, just make him throw the damn ball. And then that's his last game against the Bengals. That's it. You can't just say that's it. That's the end of Fields, and we'll see next year.
Artie, they didn't say that's just it, right? They should have benched him at halftime against Denver. That was a winnable game.
They should have.
They put him on the bench because he played another bad half, and the offense did nothing. To the point where they did the same thing they did against Denver, where they just let the clock bleed out because they don't trust
thanks
him.
for the call, Artie. What I would say also, and we didn't spend a lot of time on this yesterday because the Giants were so crazy and the Jets were just so bad, is that you made a mockery out of the question that was asked to you after the Denver game of why would you think I'd be so quick and so reactionary to make a move, and what a dumb question this is. And then after one half of football the next week, you're making that very move that you thought was such an asinine question the week prior?
Well, all it took was one more half. It can't be one.
So then,
bad
how dumb
game.
of a question could it have ever been?
Right. It can't be just one bad game. It's got to be one bad game and a half. And now we can make that change.
So you were a half away from being exactly where the question was, and you undressed the question over in London.
That's right. Here's the other thing I think you know. Here's the other thing I would say, though, is I would understand making that phone call, right? Whoever it is. I got trusted advisors. I got people I look up to, I talk to. Have you been through this situation? Tell me what you would do. Even getting that information from Parcells, whoever it is. Bill Parcells isn't in that locker room. Bill Parcells does not have a feel of how the players inside that locker room look at the quarterback position. Like, that has to be a huge part of this. What happens if I bring back Justin Fields? What does the offense think of that? What does the defense think of that? Do they feel like Justin Fields is our best option? Is he giving us the best chance to win? If the answer to that question is no, which only Aaron Glenn would know, Bill Parcells wouldn't know, is that you go with Tyrod Taylor. Right? These guys need to feel like you're giving them an opportunity to go out there and actually win a football game. And I would say to Artie, forget letting him throw the football. How about run the football? Do what he does well.
Right.
He ran the ball 4 times. Because he can't throw it. He doesn't trust himself to throw it, and they don't trust him to throw it.
Right. Correct. And by the way, Artie needs to see more to know whether he's going to let me tell you something. He is not the quarterback of the future here with the Jets.
Right.
I promise
Who cares
you that.
if you guarantee him $30 million? It's not your money. They made a mistake. Right? I mean, this is not – I've seen enough. I can't speak for the locker room, but I got to think at this point that they've probably seen enough.
I'm sure some change would be welcome within that locker room. I got to be honest with you. I don't know that it even matters.
Well, it might not. There were a couple opportunities for Tyrod Taylor to make big plays in that game, and he underthrew the football.
It's not like Tyrod Taylor looked very good.
No, but at least give him the week. You're going to start, right? This is your team for right now. Let's see what it looks like. And then who knows what happens after that.
So when I looked at it last week, the Jets were getting 2 points from the Bengals. It's now 6.5.
Yeah. Yeah, which is why I suggested earlier however, a couple weeks ago, is that you see a number like that, we should be able to jump all over it.
Yeah, but that's not how we play.
I know, but I'm just saying it would be nice if we played like that.
I understand. So, yeah, so Jets getting 6.5. Giants, the number was bigger, and now it's come down to Phillies giving 7 in that game.
Yeah, well, I mean, he just scored 32 points against Denver's defense in Denver.
I know. And then you have the Colts who are giving 14 to the Titans.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Chiefs are laying a lot of points, too, this week.
Chiefs are playing Washington with a banged-up Jaden Daniels. So, yeah, they're giving 10.
10, yeah.
Yeah, and the Chiefs never would win games by a good margin. Feels like the worm has turned there with Kansas City, right?
Well, I also think it's like, they're incentivized now. They're motivated. Right? Their defense is good. They get all their pieces back now. It's they're probably feeling a little slighted that they're not everyone's favorite team anymore. Let's go really hammer these teams.
Survivor, do I go Falcons, Dolphins in Atlanta or Patriots, Browns in New England?
I would probably go Falcons.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go. All this gambling talk make you think of anything?
Anything. Not only does it make me think of something, it's really one thing and one thing only. And that's how much I love FanDuel.
Oh.
By the way, big Knicks game tomorrow. It's NBA tip-off week, and FanDuel's your home for live betting. Even if you miss the start of the game or want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything from who's going to score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same-game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. However you want to play, now is the perfect time to join because FanDuel's giving new customers $300 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Just visit FanDuel.com/Rick to sign up today. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
That was very well read. Good for you.
Battled through your cough and everything.
What do you want me to do? Hold in a cough? You know what happens if you hold in a cough? You could have a stroke.
Well, that's not good.
No. Is that what you want?
No, I don't want that to
No.
happen. I was just pointing out that I had the ability to just kind of power right through.
So what do you think? It was me like heckling you during your read? That's the equivalent?
It felt like a nice challenge.
Okay. Well, I'm willing to present the challenge for you during these reads.
Because, I mean, you know how I have trouble with reads sometimes, so it's nice that I can kind of get that practice.
And you did great. I mean, I think that FanDuel is ecstatic over the read you just gave
Thank
them.
you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's take a break. Come back. We got CMT. We got Kiper. First, everybody on the phone. We'll get to you guys, I promise. 800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same day and next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. Jay Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away. Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable fiber internet starting at just $40 a month. That's right, lightning fast fiber internet at a price that won't slow you down. Call 888-4OPTIMUM today to lock in your offer in just a few minutes and see how you can also get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and an unlimited mobile line on us. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Terms apply.
This October, the only thing scarier than missing the game is missing out on a brand new Kia. At Kia City of the Bronx, 3505 Connor Street is where the ghosts of old rides get traded in and new legends are born. They've got a monster lineup of new Kias that'll take you from tailgates to haunted houses in style. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955. Don't get spooked, get moving. Kia City of the Bronx, where Halloween meets horsepower.
Paying extra for tire care is BS. You know, bad service. So at Midas, we're rolling out our BS-free tire guarantee, included with paid installation and tax on every purchase. You'll pay nothing for flat replacements, nada for flat repairs, and zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's $0 for all that. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the BS-free tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Caffeine doesn't have to be bitter or boring anymore. 5-Hour Energy shots are bringing the flavor and energy. One of my personal favorites, strawberry banana. It's giving smoothie vibes in a compact caffeinated shot. Whether you like your energy sour, fruity, or tropical, with 17 flavors, there's something for everyone. And yeah, it's got as much caffeine as a 12-ounce cup of coffee, but with zero sugar and no crash. Big flavor, tiny bottle, tasty caffeine done right. You can grab yours in-store or hit up 5hourenergy.com or order on Amazon today.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
Introducing your new Dell PC with the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot. Like organizing your holiday shopping and searching for great holiday deals and customer questions and customers requesting custom things, plus planning the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC with all-day battery life to help you get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside, backed by Dell's price match guarantee. Get yours today at Dell.com/deals. Terms and conditions apply. See Dell.com for details.
Knicks fans, opening night is a bounce pass away. Join ESPN New York's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from 3 to 6:30 p.m. from Stout on West 33rd between 6th and 7th. Steps from the Garden. Get ready for the start of Knicks basketball.
Runs it off the dribble. He got it and one.
Special guests include Monica McNutt, Pat O'Keefe, and more. We'll see you at Stout on West 33rd. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Knicks home opener. Don't just listen, don't just watch. Be there. It's all brought to you by Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea.
Jesus. All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time. Busy night tonight in the world of sports. Islanders hosting the Sharks, 7 o'clock. At that very same time, Devils and Leafs drop the puck from Toronto. Then the NBA starts tonight, 7:30. Thunder and the Rockets, followed by the Lakers and the Warriors, and that's game time. Brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. You ready for the start of the NBA?
Am I ready? Yeah, I think I'm ready.
We're gonna have every sport going on now. Hockey.
If my football team was better,
it'd be too much for you.
It'd probably be too much. But
so we got hockey, basketball tonight. Baseball gets started on Friday with the World Series, and we're, of course, in the midst of football.
Yeah, that's nice.
And we got college football, and college basketball starts earlier now than ever. College basketball less than 2 weeks away from the start of the season.
That's crazy. By the way, you mentioned the Rockets. Did you see that? So KD just signs that, just re-ups in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see what his career earnings?
I think he's well over $500 million.
$591 million.
Yeah, I think he's made more money in the NBA than anybody ever has.
It's the most. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did see it. By the way, do you see the size of the Rockets starting lineup? What they anticipate it to be?
The size.
Yes.
I'm assuming it's going to be a big starting lineup.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't see the exact size though.
A 6'7" and 4 6'11s.
Wow.
Yeah, because the two guard is going to be Durant. So
that's a big starting five.
Yeah, I would say so.
All right.
All right, let's get to some of the calls. We haven't really done that today, and I'd like to do that. 800-919. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just simply making a statement. 800-919-3776. Robin and Dobbs Ferry. Robin, this will be a bittersweet phone call, I believe. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. I couldn't call yesterday. I was like you, Dave. My husband thought he was going to have to perform an exorcism. I was that bad. I was frightening. It was awful, and I was depressed, and for all the reasons that you mentioned, Dave. They tear your heart out. You know, last year you're dead inside, and this year they give you a little something to make you feel like, wow, we've turned a corner, and you realize, no, we have not turned a corner. I mean, speaking of exorcisms, that kicker, I mean, why can't we ever, I mean, that was ridiculous. He missed 3 extra points in 2 games. We didn't talk about it with the Eagles because they won, but, I mean, it's crazy.
Missing an extra point is not, like, that happens. That's not the end of the world. No, but missing 3 in 2 weeks is jarring.
3 in 2 weeks is jarring, and it's especially jarring when you see, like, these nobodies coming out of nowhere and kicking field goals up the wazoo. I mean, it's crazy. And, you know, you've been talking, Rick, you've talked me down off the ledge about the coaching, and because I wanted to fire everybody, but you're right. You have to leave Dayball in. You've got to see what you've got. But I guess the question is, because a lot of people, the callers were talking about it, and you guys can, you know, answer this question for me. I mean, we're talking about Bowen and how, egregious his coaching was. But Daboll is the CEO of that team. He can tell him, what are you doing? I mean, if the players are screaming at him, Daboll was losing his mind, but he has the right to say, no, don't do that. Like, why doesn't he do that? That makes you feel like, what the heck is he doing?
Oh, yes.
I mean,
well, like, you know what he's doing, though.
I feel like he's focused on the quarterback and not paying close attention to the rest of the team, Robin.
But that's the problem. It's like, okay, we've got Dart. Yes, pay attention to him. But like you said, he's got to win some games. He's got to win some games in order for us to feel comfortable that he can do that. And I don't understand. It's like wash, rinse, repeat. He's doing the same things that he was doing last year, and he thinks just having the quarterback is going to save him. I mean, Dave, I think I was watching your Giants obsession. I mean, kudos to you to be able to get in the car and be able to go
my wife
talk
didn't want
intelligently.
me to. She didn't want me to. She pleaded with me, please don't get in the car and drive.
My husband wouldn't let me get in the car and drive. My dog was afraid of me. But but my question is, someone brought it up. It was an offhand remark, but it's not like another coach couldn't develop him. I mean, the comment was, hey, Phil Simms was there before Bill Parcells. So I think we have to be calm. We have to look at the body of the work over this season. But if he doesn't have the wins, if he doesn't, show that he can manage the whole team, I just don't know how you keep him. But we'll see.
Well, let's wait and see, Robin. I mean, I'm not either way right now. Thanks for the phone call. I'm kind of, Switzerland. I'm going to watch how this plays out, and I'll make my decision based on what I think he does for the remainder of the season.
Right, but you're going to win more games, though.
What?
You're going to win more games.
You should.
Right, you're going to win more games. Now, I mean, how do the other games look? How do the losses look? Are there more of where you feel like you can directly point to the coaching staff as
well, that's the thing. How many games can you lose and say, boy, that's on the coaching? Until you say, well, if you're losing 2, 3, 4, 5 games based on the coaching, how in good faith can you bring them back?
But I keep going back to the same thing. I mean, tell me the reason why you brought them back in the first place. Like why?
You brought them back. It sounded like you brought them back because you didn't want to make change.
Well, yeah, you didn't want to make change, but you probably felt like, hey, I gave them Daniel Jones. They fixed him for a minute. It didn't work. They should at the very least have the ability to take their guy. There's a reason why I brought Brian Daboll in. It was the offensive side of the ball. It's his work with Josh Allen, his work with Tua, his work with Jalen Hurts. So let's give him that opportunity. Now, I mean, it seems like he's doing a pretty damn good job with Jackson Dart to start, no?
It does.
I mean, he had the kid up to speed and ready to go in 3 weeks.
It does. But is that because he's really good or because the kid just happens to be really good and anybody he'd look good under?
Well, I think that right there is probably the question that you're going to need to answer. Is this like is he
just foolproof? Like you can't screw him up,
right? But has he like ascended as quickly as he's ascended because of the job that Brian Daboll's done?
I'm sure that's what Brian Daboll would sell you,
right? And that's probably why he's uber focused on that relationship.
I get it, and you can be focused, but you're the head coach of the team. You need to focus on everything,
right? I know, but there are plenty of examples. I think, and you could ask guys in the NFL. You could ask Bart this question. Where there are teams that their head coach is solely focused on the offensive side of the ball, and then is going to start changing play calls on the defensive side of the ball. Like I don't think that Kyle Shanahan is going to change a Robert Saleh play call.
Right, but do you have complete faith in Robert Saleh? Do the players have complete faith in Robert Saleh?
Yes.
Do the players have complete faith in Shane Bowen?
Listen, Brian Daboll had no problem. And I don't know what exactly he was saying, but looking like he was real pissed off at Shane Bowen after Shane Bowen made that decision.
Right, and the players are angry at him.
Right, so if you want to change it, you can change it. I'm with you in that. But I also know that it does work other places where the head coach isn't really involved on the other side. Well,
here's the thing I would say, though. It's not working here with that yet. So if it continues to not work with that throughout the remainder of the season, then I don't know how you can bring him back.
Yeah, I don't know what the conversation was. Like, I don't know exactly what the expectations are because it looks better, right?
It definitely looks better.
It looks better. You just
you're competing,
right? But there's not one person that expected them to go into Denver and win, and you should have won. Did you expect them to slap Philly around? No. I mean, and I let's not like there is an emotional aspect to this too. Like, I mean, to beat the Eagles the way that you beat the Eagles at home
matters,
and then present the owner with the game ball. I mean, I'm sure that was a big
All right.
deal. To the
and
owner.
then barging your way into the blue tent. I mean, that takes away a lot of goodwill too.
Yeah, and also not a great look.
Yeah. So again, I said this before. I want to try to stay true to this. I want to let the season play out, and when we get late stages of the season, we'll revisit this. I don't want to do a week in and week out. He's great. They won. He's awful. They lost.
Yeah. Here's I guess my hold up with this whole thing is because you know that I thought they both should have been fired after last season. If you brought them back after last season and how embarrassing that was, from the start to the finish. From Hard Knocks to the uniforms to say all of it, start to finish. Awful. Maybe the worst in the history of the franchise.
Yeah, possibly.
And then you bring them back, let them draft the quarterback, and the quarterback looks this good. How are they making a change?
I mean, how many wins are you getting?
Yeah, but I know you say how many wins you're getting, but, I mean, you've been competitive in all these games. We're sitting here talking about they could be undefeated in these games.
Right, but how much of the blame does the coaching staff have to take because they're not winning these games?
I think the coaching staff right now is taking most of the blame. But the reason why you brought him back was to find and develop the quarterback, and they found and developed the quarterback. Not only did they find him, they were able to get Abdul Carter and the quarterback.
That's right. Well, I don't think that Joe Shane being removed is really on the table right now.
No, I listen. I know exactly what you're saying, but you know what? I think I'm having a hard time with this because I didn't think he should have been back in the first place. And I agree with you that some of these decisions that are being made have cost you games. But I also recognize that the reason you brought him back was to identify who the next quarterback is going to be.
So if you look at it solely as it was to identify the quarterback, to groom the quarterback, and to develop the quarterback, you got the quarterback. He looks good, and you're excited by that. But that's, I don't know, it feels like it's one piece of many.
Right, but because the quarterback is so good, now you expect to win these games. In reality, when we talked about making that switch from Russell Wilson, there wasn't like, hey, young kid's going to jump in, and all of a sudden we're going to win all these football games. It was just flash for me. That was it.
Right, and
that's all you said. So he's done more than that. So is that? I mean, so now are we going to hold that against Brian Daboll?
No, yes. I mean, we're not going to hold that against Brian Daboll, but losing games that you should win, and you look at it, you say the coaching let them down, that has to be held against Brian Daboll.
It feels like that it's changed now. The goalposts have moved.
The goalposts have moved because you're better than you thought you were.
Well, and he's better than you thought he'd be.
Right.
Right away.
And that is actually a reason
so
for
who do
excitement.
who do you give credit to? I mean, who gets the credit for that? The kid or the coach? Or both?
Both.
Right. So do you want to mess with that?
I don't know yet. I can't give you an answer. It's week
because the
7.
reality is that game shouldn't come down to a couple coaching mistakes. In if you took a step back and we're like a rookie quarterback going into Denver, this shouldn't come down to like a decision a coach made because there's no chance we're in this game anyway. But because the kid is a stud, you were in the game and you should have won the game.
You should have won the game. It was a blowout.
So I don't know, man. I just don't know how you go from allowing them back after what you saw last season to actually like having them achieve half of what their goal was. And still, there could be more wins. We don't know. Like they're going to win more games.
Again, I want to wait and see. You get to 6 wins, and it gets better as the season goes along, and he continues to progress and looks good. Then I'll agree with you.
You understand what I'm saying, though.
I do understand what you're saying, and I think it's a valid point. But you understand what I'm saying on the other side of it, right?
Of course.
So I think this is going to be a topic of conversation for quite some time with this organization.
Right, but you're also preaching to the choir. Like I saw enough after last year to move on.
Let's go to PBM. I'm sure he's in a great mood. Purple Belt Mike, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. This is the first time I ever went to a Jets football game and wore a bag on my head. Unbelievable. I was at the game. Brutal. I feel like I'm Simon calling in every week to fire Aaron, but I'm calling to fire Aaron Glenn
Aaron
instead of
Boone has success. I don't think this is the same. How does that bag work? Does it get hot in there?
No, it's actually not bad. I thought it was going to be like super annoying. You kind of get used to it. It's not that bad, actually.
Now, why put yourself through that, though, PBM? You're a grown man. Like, just don't go to the game. It's better to not go than to have to wear a bag on your head.
So this is the problem. It was a birthday gift. My wife got it for me in August. My birthday's in a couple weeks. And it was just, we got boned, too, because we spent $300 on 2 tickets when we could have got in for $50. So that's also good. So we're never doing that again. But
yeah, I just don't.
Anyway.
I don't understand the concept though. Like, I know you got the tickets, which is great. You should go. But it's already punishment enough that you have to go and watch the team. Why punish yourself by wearing a bag on your head and being uncomfortable?
Right. And now you don't have any peripheral vision.
Right.
And now you're now you're a weirdo.
Yeah.
Have you ever done the bag over your head?
No. I've never done the bag over my head.
No.
I mean, there were times that I could have used a bag for someone else, but no, I've never worn a bag on my head.
You know what the shame is?
I don't believe in bagging. I don't believe in bagging.
When I said, I thought it was benign, right? Have you ever worn a bag on your head? I had a feeling that it was going to go sideways.
And you did it anyway.
Well,
isn't that what you think, though, when you think bag on the head?
No.
My initial instinct isn't like going to a sporting event with a bag on my head.
No.
It's like the person that you're with is so ugly that you need a bag on their head.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why are you with people that are so ugly that you would like to put a bag on their head?
It's a great question.
How do you say this without getting in more trouble?
I wish I could answer. I wish I could answer the question.
You've really painted yourself right into a corner, haven't you?
He can't answer that question without getting himself into trouble.
There's one specific instance that I can go back and remember that the bag would have been handy, but it wasn't on.
And why not? Why not say, hey, as you're lying there with, I mentioned her, you say, hey, who do you root for in the NFL? Jets? You know what you should do? Practice for the game this weekend. Put a bag right over your head, would you?
Yeah, listen, sometimes the story outweighs the actual situation.
All right, let's RJ.
Hi.
RJ knows this. RJ's been around hockey, guys. RJ, it's the story. That's the most important part.
That's what they live their life for, Dave.
Yeah,
the story.
It's the story.
But here's the thing, though, because
and at that moment, the story it was the story I was living for,
and that got you through. You still talk about it.
Yeah, and the problem was there was a lot of eye to eye. There was a lot of eye contact. It was not my favorite.
Well, yes, because people have eyes.
Yeah, well, this is the extra. There was some extra eye contact.
Extra eyes?
You could probably pick up on what's happening.
Yeah, you could probably pick it up.
RJ?
Yeah.
Do anything.
Okay.
To cuddle.
I'm servicing 3 times as many people as he's able to get to.
To marry.
Not everyone can afford to take off work and pay whatever it costs to get a foursome.
Or to trash.
Let the wild rumpus begin.
That.
Want a meat stick?
Is the question.
You know, that was not the smoothest transition that we've ever made.
No, that seemed fitting for what we were talking about.
Listen, we're storytellers here.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Boy, that was something. You know, when I made that, I just never thought that would be a problem.
You didn't think that would come back to bite you, huh?
Not in that way.
No. I can't blame you for that.
CMT is brought to you by the Parisman Fund.
Oh, yeah.
So, you guys have gone through the gamut of the blame game for the Giants, but I want to boil it down to some clear rankings and options here for you, rather than just spewing blame for everybody. So, some are mad at Dable, some are mad at Shane Bowen. Dave's mad at a kicker. What's that kicker's name?
McCanmy.
Yeah.
We're losing letters every day.
How do you even say his name, by the way?
McAtamney.
No, I don't think that's right.
Well, tell Jordan how you pronounce it.
McTammany.
Yeah. McTammany.
He's like an NFL Europe guy.
Yeah.
He's like
international player pathway.
Exactly what he is.
Yeah.
He's actually an NFL
visa to be here to kick.
Like you were talking about an NFL, like the rain fire or something, but he's an actual NFL Europe guy.
No, I'm not kidding.
Picks for the Scottish Claymores.
We're not kidding. It's the international player pathway, the IPP.
Yeah, I almost said something that would have got me in big trouble.
Uh-oh.
We
God
could
I did.
it.
I caught myself.
Except on
goes
YouTube.
out on YouTube.
Yeah,
you had the Green Bay kicker in the building. You said no.
Razlick! Why is he not kicking for the Giants?
Again, Green Bay's going to have 2 kickers. Get one.
I don't think he's missed a field goal yet.
Get one.
No, he made a 61-yarder the other day. 61. Oh, yeah, the backup on, what's the guy's name on Green Bay? Haverslack, whatever his name is, 61, no problem.
Haverslack.
Yeah.
Joel Pinheiro.
Yeah, Joel. So, I ask you, now you've had a day to process it, who's most to blame for the loss? Would it be Brian Dable? Would it be Shane Bowen? Or would it be on the collective players themselves?
Oh, that's a good one.
All right, I see your question. I'll answer this question. I'm going to marry Dable. I'm going to cuddle Bowen. I'm going to trash the players. Rick will probably disagree, but that's fine. This is Dable's team, and he has to be held accountable. He needs to put Bowen in a better position, and I think the coaches need to do better by these players who gave you a win, and you took it away from them.
Yeah, you'd like to think that you would learn from your mistakes during the course of a season, right?
Yeah,
Like
you would.
Right, like so that happens against Dallas. Like you sit down, you talk about it as a coaching staff. Maybe you talk to some of the players, like defensive players. Hey, what in this situation, what happened? What would you guys like to do? What puts us in the best spot to close these games out? And then you would make your adjustments. I'd like to disagree here.
You can disagree.
Well, no, because I don't know how I would disagree because I'm with you. Even Shane Bowen, like this is something that as a staff we would talk about, and I would tell him in that moment, like, hey, like next time we're in this spot, I don't think we should drop 8. Like you can't be mad at him after the fact, right? Like these are things.
Change it.
Right, like, and this is not we're playing every other day where maybe there's not as much time to make these changes. I mean, this is once a week you're playing.
Right, this has to be discussed.
It has to be discussed. It's too important, especially for Brian Daboll. It's too important to be blowing games. You can't afford to lose games that you should win, and that was a game that they should have won. So, I'm with you. I'll marry Daboll. I'll cuddle Bowen. I'll trash the players.
You know, we joked about.
Players got to do a better job in that spot.
We joked about the ownership in Indianapolis being on the headset now. This is one of those instances, I suppose, where you would have full clarity as to what exactly happened and who was wrong.
Right.
Like, did Daboll say something? Did he not speak up?
Well, if he said something and Bowen's like, I do what I do, that to me is fireable.
Well, maybe not that, but maybe he talked Daboll out of it. So maybe if you were listening, if you were a fly on the wall, you would just say, well, listen, Daboll didn't.
Brian, I got a great idea. We'll drop everybody deep and turn their backs to the play.
You think
Let's have our best defensive player on the sideline.
Yeah.
Can I do this legal ID? Now you've upset me again.
Okay.
Put the
You're
microphone
listening
in
to
your
DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York.
That was nice.
That was real nice.
Thank you.
So,
I mean, a monkey could do that, RJ.
You didn't do it yesterday.
Well, I wasn't a monkey yesterday.
I see. So, when it comes to Brian Daboll, he and Aaron Glenn feels like there's a legitimate discussion for both as to whether they'll be back next year, whether you'd want them back. But I ask you to take the temperature on both at the same time.
Wow, at the same time.
Most likely to be back.
A dual thermometer.
Next season.
Are we taking this like orally or like Dave used to take it?
However you like, dealer's choice.
Wow.
Whatever you're most comfortable with.
I think everyone's choice would be to take it orally.
I see.
I think the forehead's nice now too.
Maybe
So
you know what I got a lot of yesterday, RJ? Sorry to interrupt you.
No.
Was that when Dave's team wins and he's excited, he does the whole butt stuff.
You want energy? I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today. Oh my God!
A heartbreaking loss, and he's sticking a microphone in his mouth.
Maybe I
That's good though. It's predictability. You know what to expect.
That's right.
What happens with the tie? Are we using this like now his hand becomes involved?
Energy butt bolts. You want me to take it out?
They get the whole gamut.
Give you these two babies. That wasn't even Giants related, I don't think.
Hard to, who really knows?
Parker Romo, he can make every kick. Joel Pinheiro, he can make whatever his name is. Freddie Pinheiro, whatever Pinheiro's name is. I don't know his name.
That was 1 week after.
Sherry's in one today. I can.
Oh yeah.
That.
Oh, she's gonna get some later. I'll tell you that.
Oh no.
The roller coaster is out of control.
The best is when he said Joel Pinheiro. Like he knew the second he said it that wasn't the right name.
It's like
I don't know his name.
And then I started arguing with myself.
Yeah, it's like you knew somebody was going to correct you, but we were all too scared. So it's like you did it for us and then started arguing with yourself.
Were you actually fearful at work yesterday?
Mildly.
Yeah.
Mildly, yeah. Very afraid right now.
Why?
Because
I'm not gonna hit you.
You never know.
You could verbally hit him.
Did you say hate or hit?
Either, but I said hit.
So I asked the two of you, most likely to be back next season. Would it be Brian Daboll, Aaron Glenn, or would you take neither?
Oh. Most likely to be back?
That's right.
What I think is going to happen, right?
Yes.
I will marry... I'll marry Glenn, most likely to be back. I'll cuddle Daboll, I'll trash neither.
Give me that again. What are you doing?
I'm going to marry Glenn to be back. I'm going to cuddle Daboll to be back, and I'm going to trash neither.
I will agree across the board.
Is that for financial reasons?
Well, it could be financial, but it could be also like, how do you tell me that you have all this belief and faith in Aaron Glenn, he's going to change the culture and everything else, and then all of a sudden move off of it?
Well, because if he goes 1-16 and there is no culture change, then you change your opinion, no?
Well, but you also would think that they would give the person time to get their own players in there.
Well, the
That's
hard part
argument
about
that Aaron Glenn would make.
The hard part about that is,
but the quarterback is his own player.
Yeah. So, you can get a new quarterback. Here's what I would ask you though: Garrett Wilson, Sauce, are those not considered? I know both are hurt right now. Are they considered his players now because his regime? I think
he signed them. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are his guys. But if you go through a 1-16 season, you talk about getting your guys in there. At some point, you kind of got to have to.
Right, but you're arguing against me, and I wouldn't want him taking the next quarterback either. So I'm saying what they would do. What I would do is admit my mistake and move on.
Yeah, you're right. That's why I asked if you thought it was
Do you think that Woody's going to do that?
So
Did you hear?
RJ?
By the way, I heard something yesterday. How about this? So, I guess that the Jets, as kind of like a cool thing for the players, they'll have food trucks at practice. It's probably like once a week or whenever it is. They'll have food trucks, a bunch of different food trucks, and guys can have whatever.
That's nice.
I like food.
Yeah. Woody didn't want to pay for it anymore, so he stopped the food trucks. And once Aaron Rodgers found out that the food trucks were going to stop, he decided it was like $10,000 that he paid for it himself, and Woody got pissed off that Aaron paid for it.
Wait, this is last season?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought Aaron Rodgers were like, no, I'm not even here. Let me still pay for the food.
That doesn't sound very ambassador-like.
No, does not.
Ambassador Johnson?
This is what I'm dealing with my owner.
What was the point of saying no more food trucks?
It was an unneeded expense. Like, why would I pay? What do they need food trucks for?
Why was it ever needed?
No, it wasn't. But now it's like a cut cost here. We don't really need it. And Aaron's like, no, we definitely need it. I'll pay it.
And
we'd like to have Assam here.
Not allow that to be paid by Rodgers.
I was like embarrassing that Rodgers would pay for it.
Assam, get in your car, drive down 95, and come to the New York Jets.
Like he's one-upping him.
Oh, boy.
That's my own.
Ambassador Johnson?
Get in your car. Assam.
All right.
Assam got hurt last night.
Yeah.
I know. I saw he was down. They needed some attention. A lot of injuries in the game last night.
So, this inspired from John. If you take a look at the bottom of the divisional standings, you see some interesting teams and storylines. So,
is this the big finale, or is there a bigger one?
No, there's one more.
Okay.
So you see some teams that catch your attention, and I want to ask the two of you, Cuddle Mary, Trash, which last place team is currently the best of these three?
So I'm marrying the best last place team.
The team you take from here on out, most optimistic about. Not to make the playoffs, but just moving forward. This season, I should say. Not.
Now, do you feel when John presents this to you that you have to put it into CMT because he's the boss?
No, he didn't even specifically mention CMT. He just was in here speaking.
Oh, okay.
And it lends itself nicely. But I want to credit him properly. So, this season, obviously not the future because you'll see why. Would it be the Ravens? Would it be the Giants? Or would it be the Minnesota Vikings? Different records, all in last, though.
Right. Baltimore, Giants, Minnesota. So ask the question exactly again, though.
Which last place team do you have the most faith in?
All right, I'll marry Baltimore, and I feel good about that.
You have to. You have no choice.
Yeah.
1-5 Ravens. Lamar didn't practice yesterday.
No, I know.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
But still, you look at their schedule.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just stop it for 1 second. Let me see what they got. What's the game fresh out of the bye here?
Didn't they say?
Play the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears, which all of a sudden, no walkover. Didn't they say, though, going into their bye, like this time last week, that, no problem, Lamar's coming back?
A non-issue. Until it's an issue.
Seems like it's an issue.
All right, I'm going to marry Baltimore. I'm going to... The Giants' schedule is so tough. I'm going to cuddle Minnesota. I'm going to trash the Giants. But if I knew Minnesota's schedule, I could flip-flop Minnesota and the Giants. But Baltimore would be married every time.
Right. What's the faith in what? That they have a chance to be in the playoff conversation, still win the division, what?
Yeah, win some games, specifically for their respective division is how we're taking this.
For their respective division.
Yeah, just make a push up towards the top. Not saying win the division, but...
Oh. Minnesota's schedule is not...
Yeah, problem is Minnesota's 3-3.
Their division is brutal.
Minnesota's 3-3, but they have three teams you can make a strong case are all better than them.
Right.
And they play the Chargers this week, which is no easy game.
Whereas,
then they're at the Lions.
Yeah, whereas Baltimore can make up. I mean, they're looking up at...
No, I think the only answer would be...
Yeah, I'm going to marry Baltimore. I'll cuddle... I will cuddle... Oh, no, who's the cuddle here?
And...
I mean, Washington's a mess right now. I do get the Carson Wentz experience. Marry Baltimore. I will cuddle... I'll cuddle the Giants. I'll trash the Vikings.
Power of the quarterback. Ravens have one win. We're like, if they can get hot. I mean, you look at like the Dolphins. We're like,
I still think that division is wide open for Baltimore.
We look at the Dolphins. It's like, the coach
Dolphins are a mess.
I don't think that's fair, though. The Dolphins stink. Baltimore's not bad.
No, but what I'm saying is just the power. If you swap quarterbacks, you wouldn't be saying that about Baltimore, but you'd be saying it about Miami. Like, you never know. They can get hot. I mean, Schefter had a tweet yesterday saying, a lot of people in league circles expect Mike McDaniel to be fired at 2 o'clock. Didn't happen. But, anyways, we move on.
Schefter had the report that he's safe now.
Yeah, well, for now, this week. Yeah. So, in certain aspects, it's a bad time.
Can I ask you a question, though?
I like questions.
Isn't that kind of like as an owner, in your best interest? Like, as far as like how you're viewed around like league circles for like potential coaching candidates? That like you're not going to just have like this knee jerk because everyone wants him fired. I'm just going to fire him.
Yeah, it matters.
You kind of show like some sign, like some sort of patience.
Yeah,
but again, like Ray says all the time, there's only 32 of these things. So if the Dolphins and the inept Dolphins come calling for you, how many guys are going to say no? I don't want it. I don't want any involvement there.
No, but if it's one of those guys that has a choice.
Well, you say that. So we brought this up yesterday. Here's an apples to apples comparison in terms of geography, state tax, all that stuff. Miami Dolphins come calling. Let's just say you're not someone that has all the choices in the world, but you have enough where these two would come. Miami Dolphins or Florida Gators?
I think I'm still taking the Dolphins job.
I mean, the NFL, there's such prestige that goes along with that.
Florida Gators, though, SEC, you are the guy.
SEC,
you're going to get more years and more money.
You're getting more control. You're getting a longer leash,
think of all the things that you have to do, though.
No, I'm with you. Work-wise, yes.
You're recruiting you have to recruit other players.
You have to recruit
your own players.
Yeah.
Yeah, but bottom line
has changed so much, though.
Dan Lanning jumped into a pool, and the kid decommitted on him.
It might
in all seriousness, just give the kid the most money.
Wait, we'll never know.
Give him the most money.
We'll never know because it's not all disclosed. The next head coach of the Dolphins might, depends who it is, could make half of what the Florida Gators next.
That's right. Makes. But still, it's a lot of money, RJ.
Of course, but money talks, anyways. So
here we go.
No, it's not. It's not going to be what you.
Go ahead.
So we've actually never gone to this part of the platform before. I had to take a long look at myself because the Dodgers are going to take on the Blue Jays. Dodgers just massive favorites, as they should be.
What's it? I have no idea. What are the? What's the number?
I'll get there for you because it was changing all morning.
Okay.
So, if you're me, some of my takes have not aged all that well as of late, and I want to come with 3 of them for the two of you to rank as to which is worse. Dodgers minus 210. So let's come down a little bit.
Without home field, though.
Correct.
Right, okay.
So, would it be that the Dodgers won't win the World Series, of which they've lost 1 game? Would it be that Garrett Crochet was not worthy of that huge contract right away from the Red Sox? Or would it be that Tim Hasselbeck actually would appreciate this song?
Tim Hasselbeck.
Tim, how do you feel about that song?
I gotta be honest, I'm a little underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm almost feeling like
I'm a little embarrassed.
Yeah.
Those are your options.
Wow.
You're
up.
Options.
You're up. So you're marrying the worst one, right?
Yep.
Okay. You're up.
Marrying the worst one. I think I got to marry the song. I think I have to. It wasn't just Tim that didn't like it. Yeah, Dave didn't like it. I didn't really like it.
And then RJ's like campaigned to tell us why we just didn't understand.
Right, but it's not even that I didn't understand. I just thought, just didn't think it was great, even if I knew the song.
And in hearing it again, it's even worse, I think.
It's probably worse, yeah.
It's terrible.
Tim has so bad.
It's so bad.
That's so bad. It really is bad. I'll marry that. I will cuddle the Dodgers. I'll trash Crochet.
Yeah, I hate to disagree, but I'm gonna have to. The song and the thing is, the song is RJ's baby.
Yeah.
Like the opinion on these other things, he doesn't have control over those. They're bad takes, but you can kind of understand it a little bit. The Hasselbeck thing is his. It's owned by RJ.
Well,
and then he fought that it was a pretty good song, and we just didn't understand.
Well, we're gonna try and rebuild the process. But that is CMT. Brought to you by the Pearisman Firm. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call the Pearisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS and get the justice you deserve. The Pearisman Firm, where your case is their cause.
All right. 800-919-3776. That's the phone number. We'll get to your calls. But first, we've got our buddy, Mel Kiper Jr., and the Mel Kiper Jr. Report is brought to you by the Parisman firm. Mel, we appreciate a couple minutes as always every Tuesday.
No problem.
I had a really bad day yesterday. Watching the Giants on Sunday, I was apoplectic. Where do you place blame on? I mean, you have an 18-point lead with 5.5 minutes to go. You lose the game. You point the finger at who for the Giants?
Well, I think you always look at the defensive coordinator, and like to say, the passer, you have closers. You would think you can get a lead when you have pass rushers. That's what they always said. John Gruden always said you have to have the ability to close out the first half, close out a game. And when you have multiple pass rushers, you expect them to get home. You expect the game to be over. I mean, if you don't have time to throw, the guys can be open. You can't find them. If you're running for your life when you drop back, you can have guys open. They don't have time to get open. If they're open, you're not going to find them anyway. So you basically cut off half the field once they start moving right or left. So at the end of the day, pass rush is the key. You thought you had everything designed for this type of situation, perfectly set up for this type of game, and you don't close it out, and you basically do things in historical proportions in the fourth quarter. So that's where you place the blame. I mean, Jackson, obviously, the interception, he could have been picked off a couple more times. He put the ball in harm's way. If it wasn't for defensive backs running into each other, that's why they're DBs, but they're running into each other. Balls were put in harm's way. But at the end of the day, when you get a lead like that, the game, based on what the personnel groups you put together and what you did in terms of constructing this team, that game should have been over.
Mel, did you have any problem with him throwing the ball or having Dable having him throw the ball in that 3rd and 5?
You know, not really. I mean, I think when you look at Jackson's showing what he can do. I mean, again, it's so early in his development to say he's going to be this, he's going to be that. I mean, he's just a super competitive kid. He's got all the physical, athletic traits you want. He's got the mind for it. Dayball's aligned with him now, and no matter what happens the rest of the year, you don't break up these two. You don't want to break this up. You want to give it time to see how it plays out. You say, well, Dayball left and Josh is still, great. It didn't affect Josh. Well, yeah, that's fine. But again, in this particular situation, you would stick with the head coach with the young quarterback, I would think, regardless of how this season goes. And now you're giving games away. You gave the Saints game away with a turnover. Jackson was part of that debacle in New Orleans, where you should have won that football game. But Jackson was sloppy. The entire team was sloppy. That's on the head coach. Okay, so that's on Dayball. So again, you can say at the end of this, if you didn't have Jackson, then you go a different direction. If this team continues to have trouble winning games, but with Jackson and the development he's showing, if he continues to progress, then Dayball, like I say, is aligned with him, and you give it in next year to see what happens. This is not you have to wait till quarterbacks are 5-6 years into this league. I mean, these quarterbacks, like I said before, that's why you got to be careful with these starts coming out. These quarterbacks are expected to be great pretty quick. And once they show they can be really good, as I said, Bill Walsh said it, once they show it, it's up to the coaching staff and the organization to maintain it. They always said organizations ruin quarterbacks. What's the common thread with all these quarterbacks have resurfaced? I was talking to somebody who used to be in the NFL this week about that. They were all highly rated coming out of college. All of them were super highly rated. Baker, number 1 pick overall. Daniel Jones, 6th pick. Darnold, the 3rd pick. Even Geno was a 2nd-round pick. Look at where they went. Look who they are. So these kids had talent. I'm not saying everybody was ruined by the organizations. You can give examples. Everything, philosophy, nothing's perfect. But when you look back in history, normally it's the organizations more so than the quarterback that ruined these kids.
So I'm confused by something you said. You said that the Giants have lost games because of Brian Daboll, right? This game, maybe the Saints game. What you just said was they're losing games because of the coach. And then on the other side of things, you say, but you have to bring the coach back because it's working with the quarterback. So if Daboll's working effectively with the quarterback, wouldn't another smart head coach who's good with a young quarterback also work here with the Giants?
Oh, yeah, you could definitely argue that. That's why I brought up Josh Allen. Brian Daboll had Josh Allen. Brian Daboll left. Oh, we're losing Brian Daboll. Did that affect Josh Allen? He's had different guys come in there. Brady, look what he's done with Brady. Before that, you had another, Dorsey. He's had all these different people. It didn't affect Josh Allen. Josh Allen's been great and continued to move forward, and he's one of the top two second-best quarterback in the league. So, again, it's Patrick Mahomes and it's Josh Allen. Then Lamar and Burrow would follow in the next group. So right there with him. But they're not available all the time. Burrow's had now 3 years with injuries. Lamar's had all these years with injuries, and we don't know if he'll be back even against the Bears on Sunday. so it's still Josh way up there. But to answer your question, you look at not closing it out this past week. Is that on Daboll? I mean, that's you got a defensive situation going on there. In New Orleans, when you make all those mistakes, the head coach has to take responsibility for how sloppy and crazy that game was. That just can't happen. You can't have those multitude of errors. You can't have something like that in a game that you got. And these are games you got to win. I mean, think about where the Giants could be right now. Well, with Dart out there feeling confident, this team rallying around him, and you're giving games away. These are just gifts. You got a couple Christmas presents given to these teams. You can't have that. So look at Arizona gave Tennessee a gift. And that was a joke when they gave them that game, right? Well, these kind of games where you work all week, you got 3 hours, guys. You got 3 hours to concentrate. 3 hours a week to focus and concentrate. That's all we're asking. And if you can't do that, I'll give you a game. I'll give you a mulligan. I'm not giving you multiple. So that's on the head coach and the coaching staff. So the Daboll has to take responsibility for gift wrapping games, but you can't do it in the NFL. You cannot throw these games away. Games that you're supposed to win, you have to win. And when you are out there playing, you got to win those games. So the Daboll deserves criticism for that. But to say, okay, but if you say, okay, we're going to go a different direction with Jackson Dart, you better be on board with this next coach. Say this next coach didn't love Jackson Dart coming out. Okay? Then it comes in with a little bit of an attitude. You're going to kind of convince him, well, he's our guy, so you better be on board. Were you on board with him? What kind of grade did you have? Did you love Jackson coming out, or did you have concerns? You almost have, for the interview process, you don't want somebody coming in there, if you did make a change, who didn't love Jackson Dart coming out of college.
Mel Kiper joins us here on the show. Mel, so they scored 32 points. They had one wide receiver with a catch. That was Wan'Dale Robinson. There's been some talk around the Giants potentially making a move. Do you think that they should address that position? Get a Jalen Waller or someone to pair up with Jackson while they have no Malik Neighbors?
Well, you got to worry about how much you're giving up. This team's going to have to develop players and draft players, and of course, giving up. Even though when Malik went down, Jackson was up against it. You knew that right from the get-go. You're taking a fear factor player off that offense. It's going to hurt you. But to say we're going to give up to worry about this year, the mistakes that are happening aren't because of a wide receiver not being there. These mistakes that happened in this game, the New Orleans game, are things that it doesn't matter. It has no bearing on that. Another receiver's not going to help you not make mistakes. They got to eliminate this stuff. This gets a little ridiculous after a while when you're watching a game and you're not believing what you're seeing. And it's the Giants again. Okay, the New Orleans game. I'm not believing what I'm seeing when I'm watching that Giants game against New Orleans. I'm not believing what I'm seeing when I'm watching this Broncos game. This is like the common theme here, and if you believe it's not going to change. And we got a long way to go. Think about how many games are left in the NFL season. It's a long way to go, guys. So at the end of this year, we can assess. I'm not going to. We always got to be prisoners of the moment and act like we know exactly what's happening. Let's let it play out. Let's see what happens.
Mel, this is what I said. I said to him, I'm not doing this week in, week out. He's great. He's awful. He's great. He's awful. I'm reserving judgment till the end of the year, and you are echoing what I said earlier today.
1,000% on board. I had a big debate yesterday with people because I tell you, talk to people in the league. And my thing was, you can't do this. You can't have recency bias, if you want to call it recency bias. Everybody's knee-jerk reactions, even with these ratings. That's why I waited until last week. I don't want to be every week saying, love them, hate them, like them, don't like them. You can't. Let's just let it play out. Because I always say, write it in pencil. But when you start making definitive statements like for sure what a player is or what a coach is or what a team is right now, good luck. And I go back, and it is true. It's been brought up even with Aaron Glenn. Was Dan Campbell looked at after he had coached when he started the season 0-10-1 and finished 3-13-1 in 2021 after not even having a winning record as the interim coach in Miami? He was 5-7, 4-7, whatever he was there. Then in 2022 he goes 1-6 to begin the year. Can you imagine if you come in and you go 0-10-1, finish 3-13-1, and then next year you start 1-6? Okay, that's 7 weeks in. Okay, we're about where we are right now. What would you be saying then about Dan Campbell? Get him out of here. He can't coach. Well, they stuck with him. He turned it around that year. They ended up with a winning record that year, and it catapulted them into what they're doing now. So there's no perfect formula. It was said, I think it was Strickland, the AD for Florida, said there's no perfect formula to hire a coach. it's not an exact science. It's like what he said. It's not an exact science hiring coaches. Just because they had success there doesn't mean they'll have success here. Just because a coordinator did this there doesn't mean they'll do well here. Just because a player did it here doesn't mean they'll do it. Again, there's no perfect formula, exact science on this. And for Dan Campbell, if you want to say Aaron Glenn, Dan Campbell was a tight ends coach. He was a tight end in NFL, tight end coach. Okay, so again, look what happened there. People say get rid of Aaron Glenn. Get rid of Aaron Glenn. Is that fair? Really? To not even you're not even finished this. You're not even halfway through the year. Let's finish that. And we know he doesn't have any receivers. Justin should have stayed in Pitt. I said, you're in a different offense. You're not a great processor. Now you got another offense. He's never been in the same offense 2 years in a row. They're going to draft a quarterback. Now, luckily for them, I'm going to go from the Giants to the Jets because it's all about quarterbacks. Luckily, there is a quarterback, not Dante Moore. Dante Moore had 5 starts, and now he's starting for Oregon. He's going to end his career with 18, 19 starts. That's a low number. Mendoza had 19 going into the year. He's going to be over 30 when his career ends at the end of this year at Indiana. He'll have the perfect number of starts, over 30. Mendoza would be the guy you could bring in with confidence, saying at least he has the experience. If he has the talent, and he looks like he does have that, he's showing that, then he could be the Jets' pick, maybe over Moore. We don't know if Moore will even go back to Oregon or not. Maybe he will. Ty Simpson. We love Ty Simpson, what he's doing in Alabama. He's only going to have 1 year as a starter. That's not enough. For 13 starts, 14 starts is all he's going to have, whatever this year ends, because he didn't have any going into this year. So we got 2 quarterbacks, Dante Moore and Ty Simpson, will not have enough starts to make you feel confident based on history, and history usually tells you how to predict the future, that we cannot feel confident that those 2 kids will come into the NFL and have great careers based on their limited amount of starts in college.
All right, so based on that, and we got to ask you this, and it's going to be a question that's asked all the time, being that the Jets are winless right now in the market for a quarterback. Is it Mendoza by himself right now, or are there other guys, if you take this amount of starts into the calculation, that are up there with Mendoza in your mind?
Well, I have more ahead based on talent. I had more number 1, Mendoza 3 on the big board because more of that Penn State game, was just something like I said last week. It's hard to get that out of your mind. And he plays, he had the off game. Hey, Indiana played Oregon. Neither quarterback looked like the number 1 pick in that game. And neither one. So they didn't have their best games there. So let's see how this plays out. So right now, based on starts, based on performance, you'd probably say Mendoza. With Moore, the talent level that Moore has, he was highly rated coming out of high school, struggled at UCLA, started to put it all together this year, fell back a little bit, after that Penn State game. Like I said, the Indiana game wasn't his best game, wasn't Mendoza's best game, but Indiana won that game. Played well last week against a lesser opponent, Rutgers. So at the end of the day, we'll see how this plays out. But it's going to be Mendoza. We know he's going to be in this draft. We don't know if Dante Moore will be. We don't know if Ty Simpson will be. His father's a coach at UT Martin. I think his father's going to say, is this enough 1 full year when you have another year of eligibility left? And Alabama's going to have talent all around you. They're going to get players. DeBoer's settled in there now, right? Everybody's settled in there at Alabama after all that debacle against Florida State when everybody wanted DeBoer out. So now Ty Simpson's got a decision. And Ty Simpson right now, guys, if you ask me right now who's been the most impressive college quarterback, it's not Mendoza or Moore, it's Ty Simpson right now. We're doing the recency bias, right? It would be, if you ask me right now who's the most impressive, it would be Ty Simpson. But again, he played in 16 games and never started a game until this year, and his first start was against Florida State where he didn't look good. And then he's rebounded since. So let's let this thing play out. So I'll give you 3 guys, Simpson, Moore, and Mendoza. One of those 3 is going to be a Jet. One of those 3 is going to be a Jet, okay? And I'm not sitting here telling you right now who that's going to be, but it's going to be one of those 3. The favorite right now, based on the number of starts and the way the year's rolling along, and the schedule's going to allow big-time success through the regular season, you would bet on right now probably Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, right, Mel. But, we've seen teams make that mistake how many times where they don't take into account the amount of starts? So can Ty Simpson risk, if he plays great for the rest of the season, can he risk going back and not having a great season? Right, look what happened.
Peyton Manning was going to be the number 1 pick and went back to Tennessee and became the number 1 pick. So again, you have to feel like you've done enough. Mac Jones had 17 starts at Alabama. I've said for the last month, Ty Simpson is a more athletic Mac Jones. So Mac Jones had 17 starts. Mac Jones isn't any good. Mac Jones had a rookie year with Josh McDaniels, went pretty well. Then after Josh McDaniels left, didn't go well. Now he's out in San Francisco with Shanahan playing good football again. So again, when he's been the right people, Mac Jones has done pretty good. This is a more athletic Mac Jones. Okay, in Ty Simpson. But like I say, his dad's a head coach at UT Martin. He's close tight with Nick Saban. Nick loves Ty. Nick's obviously around that program a lot. He understands what it means to get that experience, so you can come into the NFL and deal with the expectations and all the scrutiny. He understands that. And going back to Alabama, that'd be to go from a mid-first round pick to maybe the number 1 pick, number 5 pick. I mean, Simpson could elevate, no question about that. So again, Simpson and Moore will have tough decisions to make at the end of the year. Mendoza, he knows what he's going to be. He's going to be in the NFL next year. Moore and Simpson, as I said, have to make a decision as to whether those starts in conjunction with what they're hearing with the NFL. Is that they're going to hold that against me, that I don't have more than, say, in Simpson's case, 12, 13, 14 starts. In Moore's case, 18 starts maybe. He had 5. He's going to have when Oregon season's over. We'll see. So this has to play out, guys. But those are the 3 quarterbacks, one of which will be a New York Jet.
All right, Mel, you're the best. We appreciate you. We'll do it again next Tuesday. Enjoy Week 8 of the NFL.
Keep your pencils ready, not your pens. You got it, guys.
We got it. Appreciate it.
Guys. You got it, man.
Good
Take care, buddy.
Yep, that, of course, is Mel Kiper Jr. So he just told us who of the 3, one of them will be the Jets quarterback next season.
Yeah, you can use that pencil that you've been picking your nose with.
You want the pencil?
No, I just think you've got an itchy nose over there.
I haven't been picking my nose.
I've been watching it. It's fine.
Well, I mean, what do you want me to do?
No.
You want me to scratch it with my finger? Scratch?
No,
or you want just some subtle...
microphone in your mouth, pencil up your nose, that's fine.
Not up my nose. Maybe
The reason why I asked that question, though, is, and jokingly, I could even ask the question, like, if the Jets do have the first overall pick, I mean, does Dante Moore and Ty Simpson decide to go back to school just so the Jets don't draft them with the first overall pick?
Peyton?
Well, no, but like, do you run that risk? Like, if you're Ty Simpson, right, and you don't want to go to the Jets? Well, no, I'm not saying go forget that. Like, take that out of it. But you have this unbelievable season. Now you've kind of put yourself in that first overall conversation. Do you want to risk? Because teams are going to make the mistake. Teams will see the talent.
Here's the way I would see it. And again, with NIL and all that, I guess it's a monkey wrench into the whole thing. If you're going to be the number 1 pick, you come out.
Right, 1, 2, 3. I'm just saying, like, I mean, look what happened to Drew Aller's season. Right? Like, I mean, Drew Aller's done. Look what happened.
I don't know that Aller was going to be a top pick anyway off of last year.
Well, no, but, like, I mean, there is the chance that you go back and things don't, like, it's just not a linear thing where, I had a good season this year, I'll go back and I'll just have another good season. That doesn't always happen.
No, it doesn't always happen. I think if you're going to be a top 5 pick and you're Simpson or you're Moore, I would think you come out. But I mean, you can make more money in college now than you can in the NFL in your rookie year.
Right.
So who knows?
But I mean, again, you could also get hurt. I mean, I think going back to college for a year would have been better for my long-term development? Yeah, but I mean, you're ranked in the top 3 picks. What do you do?
I think you probably have to come out. Would be my early assessment. If you're projected to be a top 3 player taken in the draft, how do you not come out?
I mean, I made the decision to come out, but I mean, listen, his dad's a coach. Maybe his dad tells him, hey,
at UT Martin.
Yeah, right. You got to put that aside. It would be awesome, but in the grand scheme of things, what's better? Where you're drafted or what your career looks like?
By the way, that was the Mel Kiper Jr. report brought to you by the Perisman firm. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call the Perisman firm right now at 718-WORKERS and get the justice you deserve. The Perisman firm, where your case is their cause. Let's break. Come back. Get to your calls. More Jets, Giants, baseball, and some Knicks on the way. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads and bring in Debbie Dumaine.
DNR, good morning on this CMT Tuesday. Let's see what's going on. We've got issues on 80 eastbound getting out toward exit 34 in Wharton. Accident blocking the right lane. 19 north at Route 80 in Patterson, a collision. Watch for slowdowns on the Palisades Parkway south exit 10 into Deuce City with a collision. Southern State Parkway west at 109, a crash on the Middlebrook northbound by M2. An accident in East Garden City. Sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place Visit MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline, 877-MAD-HELP, or visit mad.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. How do I even know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how will I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away. Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable fiber internet starting at just $40 a month. That's right, lightning fast fiber internet at a price that won't slow you down. Call 888-4OPTIMUM today to lock in your offer in just a few minutes and see how you can also get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and an unlimited mobile line on us. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Terms apply.
It's NBA tip-off week, and FanDuel is your home for live betting. So even if you missed the start of the game or you want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything, from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same-game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. However you want to play, now is the perfect time to join. Because FanDuel is giving new customers $300 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. So just visit FanDuel.com/Peter to sign up today. FanDuel is your home for live betting. So even if you missed the start of the game or you want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything, from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same-game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. However you want to play, now is the perfect time to join. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 and over and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for help with the gambling problem. Call 877-8-OPEN-WIRE. Text OPEN-WIRE 467-369.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-5 2.5 S Select for $229 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN S0595731. MSRP $31,915. Zero security deposit. Ends 10/31/25.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
As America's #1 motorcycle insurer, Progressive has your back.
Oh, like replacing my bike in case of an accident?
Progressive's total loss coverage can help with that.
Great. And you also agree with me that my riding club should ride to the aquarium instead of cruising around a mountain, right?
Actually, we just do insurance. We don't vote in riding clubs.
Nice. 2 votes for the turtle exhibit.
To be clear, Progressive has your back for insurance only. So get a quote and see if you can save.
What are you, some kind of turtle hater?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Celebrate the return of Knicks basketball. This is exciting. With Don Hahn and Rosenberg live from Stout, NYC, right across from Madison Square Garden. That's tomorrow before the Knicks home opener against the Cavaliers. The guys will be broadcasting live starting at 3 with special guest appearances by Monica McNutt and Pat O'Keefe, brought to you by Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Ready to let the good times cruise? Then you need Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, made with real iced tea, real vodka, and no bubbles. It's one wildly refreshing drink. I want to get to the Knicks. We'll do that in a few moments. I feel like the NBA season has just kind of crept up on us, and all of a sudden it's here. There's something that concerns me about the Knicks and will for the majority of the season. We'll bring that to everyone's attention.
Let me guess.
No, I don't want you to guess.
Okay.
I will play sound for you, and then we can discuss it when we discuss it in about 7 minutes.
I have to wait 7 minutes?
You got to wait 7 minutes for this.
I stink at that.
You're not great with the waiting game?
No. Like, I buy my wife a present, I have to give it to her, like, immediately. I can't.
Really?
No, I'm
So when you bought your engagement ring for Cass, how difficult was that for you?
It was one of the hardest things ever.
You want to just be like, look what I got you.
Well, no, the saving grace was, like, I told the guy that made it, I was like, listen, don't send me this until, like, this time. Because otherwise I'm going to screw it up. That happened to my buddy. My buddy's whole engagement got ruined.
Yeah, you told us the story, right? Didn't she think he was cheating or something?
Yes.
And finally he was like, I'm going to ask you to marry me.
That's it. Yeah, but he was mad about it. He's like, you completely ruined it. I'm not doing anything sketchy. I'm trying to get an engagement ring done for you.
So you can't have information. You know, it makes sense because you're not great at keeping secrets either.
Well, no, secrets aren't. I mean, it depends on what the
you're not
secret is.
great. I think if I told you something like I was like, look, do me a favor, don't tell anyone this. I think you would hold to that. But when you hear stuff, it goes in your ears and out your mouth quickly.
Yeah, I do like the gossip. Yeah.
you're a little yenta, is what you are.
I am.
Yeah. Well, you come by it honestly.
I do love that.
Let's go to some of the calls, and we'll get to this Knicks topic in just a few moments. Ira in Staten Island. Ira, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, morning, guys. So listen, to me, this is a no-brainer. You got to go with Taylor. You know what Fields is. He's not your future. And the way I look at it two ways. Number one, I got to know if Taylor's going to be my veteran to kind of hold the fort for the rookie who they're going to draft next year, or do I have to go elsewhere to get another veteran?
How
So I
old is
think that's
Tyrod
more
Taylor right
important.
now? He's old, right? Like 38?
Yeah, 35, 36.
Oh, is that
But
that old?
Yeah, and the free agent market, there's really nothing out there. So I got to learn whether Taylor's going to be able to be my guy to hold the fort.
You want
And
Russell
then
Wilson?
No, I'll take Jameis Winston. I'll take him. You know, I don't have a problem with that. But the other thing is I also got to wonder and sit down with my offensive coordinator. Now, I know Bruce Hall got dinged up, and nobody wrote this or talked about this. In the second half of a one-score game on Sunday, you have to explain to me how you run the ball 4 times and pass 21 times. You still had Isaiah Davis on the bench. Where is the pass-run ratio in a one-score game? How does it get lopsided like that?
That's a great question, Ira. Because I don't think that Tanner Angstrom really knows what he's doing.
No, doesn't feel like
I think
any
it's
of them.
part of it. Tyrod Taylor's 36.
Yeah, he'll be 37 at the start of next season.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if
I don't know that I want Tyrod
that.
Taylor to be the quarterback whisperer for my young quarterback next season.
Well, I mean, listen, I think Tyrod Taylor is probably good in the locker room. I mean, he's well respected. I mean, that quarterback room I think it would be beneficial to whoever the rookie quarterback is, but it's just like I don't need to see Tyrod Taylor play now because I have to make that decision. I need to try to actually go out and score points and
Right,
and
but
win
I
a
think he
football
does
game.
both. I think you can see what he is and he gives you a better chance to score points now anyway.
Right, but I already know what Tyrod Taylor is. Like, I mean, I have a pretty good idea who Tyrod Taylor is.
Yeah.
Right.
Although,
so, I mean,
it actually, I don't know if you agree, it feels like last time I really watched him closely was on the Giants. He looks worse than he was on the Giants.
Well, I mean, listen, he missed a couple throws. Absolutely, there were a couple throws that should be made that he didn't make. But, I mean, I think we're at a point now where it's, hey, I don't need to throw him in at halftime. Let's give him the week. Let's let everyone know that he's going to be the guy going into this week, and let's see what it looks like.
I think that's fair. Edgar Bloomingdale. Edgar, you're on ESPN. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, boys. Rick, do you care about the wins and losses? Is it time to, who cares, 1 win, 0 wins? You want that first pick? Does it matter?
You don't want no wins.
Yeah, I don't want no wins. I want the first pick, but I don't want no wins.
I'm still going with the winless. Remember, Dave, you have to bow to me. I said they're going winless.
I'll bow to you if they go winless. You can't go winless.
Maybe if New Orleans doesn't care at the end of the season, maybe.
Well, you still got Miami. I mean, Miami's a bit of a mess.
Miami, I mean, God knows what they'll look like at that point.
All right, true. And it's the Tyrod Taylor show, huh? That's it.
No, we don't know that
way.
yet.
There's
No, we don't know that yet.
He's got to make a couple phone calls. And then
Yeah,
we'll
he's gonna do his due diligence and he's gonna figure it out.
I still don't think I would have said that. Even if that was the case, I don't know if I would have said that.
I don't think that's a great soundbite.
I mean, when the conversation surrounding me is I don't know what I'm doing. Like, do we want to throw that out there?
Well, you're basically saying, again, this just reemphasizes the fact I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to start to make a few phone calls to see
I don't
where
really,
we're at.
I don't really trust the decision I'm going to make here, so I want to find out if.
Great. It's really not. All right. So the thing that has me a little bit concerned with the Knicks, we will get into next. 800-919-3776. DNR with you. Even though I'm still in a bad mood, today it's rolling along on a Tuesday morning. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window & Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window & Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window & Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Visit Brooklyn Window & Door at 185 30th Street in Brooklyn or call 718-WINDOWS.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
To the net. Score! The New York Islanders are back in action with a brand new theme night schedule you won't want to miss. Bring your friends out for the holidays and take home a custom holiday replica jersey or arrive early for special bobblehead giveaway nights for Matt Barzell and Bo Horvat. Barzell for Horvat. Score! Explore the full theme night schedule at NewYorkIslanders.com.
You ever wake up with a sore throat, feeling a little off, and you know you're getting sick? Well, getting sick and going on the IL isn't an option, especially for me when I'm traveling for work. You can try to see a doctor, well, good luck there, or go sit for hours in an urgent care. Nope. That's why you need a medical emergency kit. This isn't some cheap first aid kit, okay? Your medical emergency kit comes packed with doctor-prescribed meds. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right there in your home. If you're coming down with the flu, bam, here's your Z-Pack. You've got gastrointestinal issues, here's your Bactrim. From Z-Pack to ivermectin, amoxicillin, and doxycycline to treat strep, pneumonia, sinus infections, UTIs, COVID, and more. It's all right there in your kit. Just match your symptoms to the guide or talk with their telehealth doc. No doctor waiting rooms, no pharmacy lines. Order online in minutes and get $50 off with code SPORTS at urgentcarekit.com/sports. Get yours now at urgentcarekit.com/sports, promo code SPORTS.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So the Knicks tomorrow night at home against the Cavaliers. I'm very excited about this. Very excited about the Knicks. Very excited about the start of the season. I can't wait. I mean, this has been a long time coming, my friend.
Yeah, you should be excited. I'm interested to see what you're concerned about. I think I know, but I'm interested to.
I think you know as well. My concern, and I guess if you told me right now, he plays 45 games, but he's healthy for the postseason, I think I would probably take it, right? And that's Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you saw how good he is in big spots in the postseason last year, right? Defensively, he's terrific. He can defend the perimeter. He's a great rebounder, great shot blocker. Like, he is a perfect postseason player. I mean, I'd almost say, like, 50 games, let's give him nights off and rest him. I don't need to tax Mitchell Robinson in the regular season. That being said, it doesn't sound like you have to worry about that because he's already banged up.
Right. I mean, he's someone that you have to manage, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's, again, like, I mean, the goal for this team is to get to the NBA Finals. So I think you have to plan accordingly. And I don't think that's just Mitchell Robinson. I think it's with the entire team. I love that. I mean, it's one of the things I love about Tibbs is that, every game we're going to do whatever it takes to win. And I love that mentality. But I think at a certain point, you get a team that's kind of graduated to, hey, expectations for us have changed, and we got to make sure that we manage this thing the right way and make sure that we're as healthy as possible, as rested as possible going into what's going to be a long run in the postseason.
Yes, because that's the goal. It's not the battles anymore. It's the war.
Yeah.
Right. It's the end game. It's not how we're going to do, game 43 against the Hawks, and do you push this guy? It's not. Remember when Julius Randle took over this team, and it was the Randle team, and you're like, God, they play so hard every single night, and they care about the regular season. I'm not saying to punt on the regular season. I just think you need to look at bigger things than winning 50 or 52 or 55 games in the regular season.
Now, listen. I mean, don't get it twisted. I would still like to have the 1 seed.
Oh, everybody would.
Right, but I mean...
But not at the expense of.
No, not at the expense of. I think you got to do this... I mean, there has to be a lot of thought put into this, and you have to, recognize that during the course of 82 games, all the minutes these guys play out, all the minutes that these guys play add up. Right? So there has to be, certain times during games that we find a way to give some guys some time, knowing that, by the end of the season, we can't have everyone, worn down to a nub.
Correct.
And are playing at, 75% of what they're really capable of doing here.
Couldn't agree with you more. So here is Mike Brown. I didn't even know this was really a thing, to be honest with you. Here is Mike Brown discussing Mitchell Robinson being questionable for the season opener tomorrow night.
Workload management. We're just managing him. You sit a guy, you manage his workload. He does certain things, whether it's sometimes it's shooting free throws, sometimes it's watching, sometimes it's walking through this or walking through that. I've been with a lot of guys that have done that throughout the course of my career, starting back 2000s with the Spurs. We had a couple older guys on the team, so to me it's not odd, but I'm not saying it's a bad question, and so that's why I don't know how to answer it. No, right now it's everything that we're doing with him is about managing his workload, which we will do the whole year.
Which I get and I'm a fan of, but opening night?
It's part of the plan, man.
Okay.
I mean, they're not going to deviate from that.
Okay, that's fine.
So listen,
I don't know. I would just think you play
that.
opening night. You want to take the next 2 or 3 games after that? Fine.
I completely understand what you're saying. This is as healthy as you're going to be. So, I mean, why wouldn't you, if you're healthy, why wouldn't you start in game 1? But they've clearly put a lot of thought into how they're going to manage his workload. I think it's probably something that Mike Brown talked about when he was interviewing for the job.
I'm sure. And he's an important piece to this team.
Well, I'm not just thinking general. I'm sure that was a topic of conversation as they went through the process. How would you manage this team? And I'm sure he brought up his experience with San Antonio and what they did. And when you get a team finally that's at this level where they can win a championship, give me your plan. Explain to me how you're going to do this. Well, this is how I'll manage Mitchell Robinson. This is how I'm going to manage Jalen Brunson. Right. This is go through the...
Right, because a lot of people thought that it was mismanaged prior.
Right, maybe not mismanaged. Maybe just too much of an emphasis on, hey, we got to win every night. And this is the level that we have to play. They didn't practice, though. See, that was always my disconnect between it. If you told me I could just show up for 82 games and, practice days would kind of be just video and get my body back, I'd do that all day. It's the practices that wear on you, man.
What would you take over under how many games you'd be happy with for Mitchell Robinson if I told you he's going to be healthy in the postseason? Doesn't even matter?
No.
Doesn't matter.
No, doesn't matter.
So 33 games regular season, but you're going to get a fully healthy Mitchell Robinson for the playoffs.
Yeah, him at his best in the postseason, I'll take that because I don't think you need him necessarily to get through the court. I mean, to be where you want to be in the regular season.
No.
I mean, that's the most important thing. I mean, let's just we're a playoff team.
Oh, come on. That's not even
right.
Not
so
even
now you got to decide where you want to. I mean, again, I'd like the 1 seed, but not at the
expense of, right.
No.
Right. And again, this is a team that has more depth this year. And
Right,
last
like
year
you've
they were a good team in the regular season.
Right. Listen, I mean, you got a deeper bench now. I mean, Yabusele's a good player.
Good offensive player, certainly.
Right. He's not going to bring the defense that Mitch is going to bring to the table. But, again, you'll have Cat playing where he feels most comfortable. I think there'll be a little bit of a sacrifice for Josh Hart. Right. He doesn't seem like he's not going to be, he'll be coming off the bench, which I'm not sure he loves. But I think
it's not about what he loves. It's about what the best thing for the team is.
Well, I know. But, I mean, if I'm Josh Hart, I would also say, like, if that was the case, then why do we let a couple players in the team get rid of Tibbs? If it wasn't just about 1 or 2 players.
Yeah, maybe it was more than
Josh
that.
Hart didn't have a problem with Tibbs. Jalen didn't have a problem with Tibbs.
Well, why would Josh Hart have a problem with Tibbs?
Of course he would.
They played him 45 minutes a night.
Right. It sounds like what Mikal Bridges and Cat did.
Right.
So.
Well, here's the thing. Josh Hart he does everything. And I would think that in big moments, you're going to have Josh Hart in the game. Right?
Yeah,
like if you're Mike Brown or whoever you are, Josh Hart is a guy that you fall in love with because he does everything.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm concerned about it. It's just, I mean, it's going to be new to him, right? He's going to be dealing with it sounds like he'd be dealing with the finger for the season. And then you got to figure out what, with all of a sudden now Brogdon retiring, right? What does it look like behind Jalen Brunson? Because he's another one that you're going to have to manage.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, is it Kolek? I mean, last year all we heard about was Tyler Kolek.
Well, clearly he's not ready, because if he was ready, you wouldn't have made the play for Brogdon, right?
Well, but I mean, I also think there's something to be said about just, I mean, having a kid going into his second year. I mean, you would err on the side of a veteran player when you're trying to win a championship. Because, I mean, young guys make young guy mistakes. Right? Like, you don't, unless you've been through it, you don't really know what to expect.
Yeah, but listen, and I don't know, but I don't know that Kolek is ever going to be that guy.
Well, I think we're going to get a chance to find out.
Yep, I think you will.
But yeah, I mean, you're playing tomorrow. You're playing it's opening night, but you're playing against the team I would point to as the team that you would worry about in the East.
I actually,
Cleveland.
And maybe this is unfair. Maybe this is just being cocky going into the season. I think this might be the only team I really worry about in the East.
Well, I also think you got to have a little bit of patience and see what it looks like first.
Sure. And again, I think Orlando is going to be good, but I mean the teams that you have traditionally been fearful of, they're messes now.
Right,
Indiana's
no
not
Boston,
the same team,
no
and Boston's not the same team.
Correct.
I mean, you honestly, you could not that the NBA likes it that you have all the injuries to star players in the Eastern Conference. As a Knicks fan, you couldn't script a better path to the NBA Finals than they have this season.
No, but I also think it speaks to what we talked about at the end of last season, though, is with the Halliburton injury, with the Tatum injury. Like, at a certain point, these teams that you're not scared of now, at some point you might be. So let's capitalize now.
I agree.
I mean, Orlando's getting better. Detroit's getting better. Like,
I
let's not
totally agree with you.
Like, Cade Cunningham's
I
a
said
problem
that anything
now.
short of an appearance in the NBA Finals, unless circumstances change, would be a failure for the Knicks this year.
Agreed. And then Milwaukee trying to figure it out. Like, how much longer is Giannis going to be there? Like, it's like this is the year to do it.
This is the year to do it. And it all starts tomorrow. Let's break, come back, continue with the Knicks, Giants, Jets, 1-800-919-3776. Little baseball as well. Bouncing 9 o'clock hour. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Prices can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. his parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away. Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable fiber internet starting at just $40 a month. That's right, lightning fast fiber internet at a price that won't slow you down. Call 888-4OPTIMUM today to lock in your offer in just a few minutes and see how you can also get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and an unlimited mobile line on us. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Terms apply.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree, they're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A good karma brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Mel Kiper Jr. Jets are winless right now in the market for a quarterback.
If you ask me right now, who's been the most impressive college quarterback, it's not Mendoza or Moore, it's Ty Simpson.
Simpson steps up, fires Ryan Williams in the back of the end zone, a touchdown.
I'll give you three guys, Simpson, Moore, and Mendoza. One of those three is going to be a Jet favorite right now. You would bet on right now, probably Fernando Mendoza.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, big 9 o'clock hour, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So Fernando Mendoza, I didn't even ask you, how do you feel about that? That he right now sounds like kind of the leader in the clubhouse for the #1 pick in the Jets.
How do I feel about it? It's a great question. I mean, if you were a Jets fan, seeing what we do to young quarterbacks, how do you think I would feel about it?
I think you'd feel meh about it.
Right.
I think
Does it matter?
Well, for a couple of reasons. A, I mean, not that he's not fine or even good. I don't think he jumps off the page as being great. Like I've heard a lot of Kirk Cousins comps for him, and I don't really trust the Jets at all right now.
That's my bigger issue. Is I don't trust the Jets in general. At this point, I don't know how you would trust this coaching staff. Right? Like, I mean, it doesn't feel like Aaron Glenn knows what he's doing. You don't love what you've seen from Tanner Engstrand right now. So, I mean, I don't. You chose, like, this regime chose to move off of Aaron Rodgers, and their answer to that was, let's bring in Justin Fields and give him $30 million.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. So
and then
you
have
haven't
him
won
run
a game,
and have him run 4 times against Carolina.
And you look like you're outclassed and outcoached in many of these games, and you don't score touchdowns when it's for the most part meaningful, and you haven't scored a touchdown in weeks. And I don't know. Listen, even if you're saying let's give Aaron Glenn more chance and more leash and next year and, like some time. You can't feel good about what he is right now.
No, of course you can't. I mean, and Mel's like, oh, you can't. You got to be patient. Well, I mean, if they win one game.
Well, Mel also sat here and said,
how patient can you be?
Brian Daboll has lost games for the Giants, but you got to bring him back.
Right, because for him, the most important thing is the quarterback. That's it. So, I mean, if you like what you see of the quarterback, then in his opinion, you should bring Brian Daboll back for at least one more year.
Even if he's losing games? This is not his first year. This is his fourth year.
I know. This is not rookie growing pains for the head coach.
Right, which is understandable to an extent. This is his fourth year. He's been a playoff head coach. He's coached in massive football games, and he's making first-year head coaching mistakes now with this team.
Right. Again, this is such a complicated conversation, though. I don't think it's as easy as either you are making it. Because, I mean, the owner said a couple different things that would make me believe that he is going to come back, regardless of costing the team the game against Denver or Shane Bowen costing the team against Denver. But I also recognize that the owner said that you have to, I mean, it has to look better, and it's looked better, and there has to be more winning. But this is the mess that you put yourself into. You willingly put yourself into this mess.
The only thing that gives you some solace is that, would another regime, had you fired Shane and Daboll, would another regime have looked at Jackson Dart and said, that's the guy we identify that we want? You might have another regime and be still a bad football team with no at least hope at the quarterback for the future.
Right, like you don't know whoever you hire is 1,000% sold on Jackson Dart the way that Brian Daboll is sold on Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart is Brian Daboll's guy.
Correct.
And now do you limit yourself in a coaching search? I'm sure there are coaches that like Jackson Dart and what he does, and there's probably some coaches that don't. But your pool is going to get smaller if you're only solely focused on guys that love Jackson Dart.
Wouldn't you think that most coaches would like Jackson Dart,
I don't know.
though?
I would think, but I don't know.
Right.
I mean, again, like there were what pick did he go again?
25.
Right. The Jets didn't like him. Saints didn't like him. So, I mean, there were plenty of teams that didn't like him.
All right, but there's 198 picks that went without Tom Brady being taken, too.
I understand that. But, again, I mean, you have a guy that was willing to take Jackson Dart with a third overall pick as far as Brian Daboll is concerned. That's how much he loved Jackson Dart.
He loved him. And listen, maybe he'll be right. But if he is right, is it worth sacrificing some other things that maybe he doesn't do well just because he's in and smart and ahead of the curve on Jackson Dart?
Do I think so? No. But I'm not the one that stood in front of a microphone and said we ruined Daniel Jones. And part of ruining Daniel Jones was changing offenses all the time.
All right. He also sat in front of a microphone and said we need to win games this year.
Well, he said it needs to be more competitive and look better, which it has.
And win games.
Okay. Well, I mean, you beat the Eagles. You're going to win games, though.
We'll see.
Right. But we're going to win games. You're going to win games.
But how many are you going to win?
Well,
5?
I don't know how many, but there was never this is how many games you need to win.
Right.
Apparently
so
the one game last year that you didn't want to win, that the owner made you win, was enough.
Well, and I think this goes back to a bigger problem is I don't know that, I mean, I don't think you do at all. I don't know how much trust I have in John Mara to make the right decision here anyway.
Right, which is what makes this conversation more difficult, is I don't know what he values and he doesn't value. Like, I don't know if in his mind he thinks that making a switch with Jackson Dart going into year 2 is going to affect this kid in a negative way.
And now here's the thing I think you have to throw into the mix as well. And I'm not trying to be insensitive or a jerk or anything like that, but John Mara is currently battling cancer.
Yeah.
And I know he loves the Giants. I know that's something that he's been involved with since he's a kid. But is it some way like easier to be like, listen, I don't want to deal with that right now. I need to focus on other things. Daboll's fine. He's done well with the head coach, and that's what I'm going to do. We're going to stick with him.
Right, but I mean, he could also be saying that, and that could be the case, but he could also be saying to himself, too, is that, our young quarterback has exceeded expectations. So does that, the fact that this kid now all of a sudden is established, it's not like just he's flashing and it's like, oh, hey, there's some real hope that this kid could be the real deal. Like, people are already sold after 4 starts that this kid is the real deal. The fact that he's exceeded expectations, does that make up for potentially losing a couple games that you shouldn't have? In the grand scheme of things.
I don't know. But what happens if in the future, and again, I know we don't have the definitive answer. We're just throwing it around there and having a conversation. What happens if you get to where you want to get to with Jackson Dart, but in the future he continues to make mistakes in huge moments, and that's costing you football games?
All right, listen, that could happen. And I think the calculus has changed just because of how good Jackson Dart is and how competitive you are. Like the fact that you were right there to beat Denver, which no one thought was going to happen. The fact that you beat Philly. There's a chance you go into Philly, and it's as competitive, and you have a chance to win that game also. Feels like you're going to have a chance to win all these games, which is definitely going to highlight mistakes that the coaches make, mistakes that everyone makes.
Right, because you are close and you are competitive, and now the mistakes from the coach. Like if you're getting blown out, it's one thing. You don't blame the coach because you're getting blown out.
Right.
When you're right there and you have big leads and you feel like the coach is letting you down and the defensive coach is letting you down, I think they have to take some blame for it.
Right, but here's the other thing. Like, are we sure that Joe Shane is good?
No.
Right. So do I want Joe Shane? Do I want to fire Brian Daboll, let Joe Shane hire another coach, and now be stuck with Joe Shane for how many years? Well, I think 3 more years with Joe Shane, not knowing he's going, or do we just go, hey, I'm not fully, I don't know one way or the other with either of these guys. Jackson Dart looks really good. Let's go 1 more year with these guys, and then we can make a decision.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It feels very clunky is what it feels like to me.
But you put yourself in the spot.
Well, yeah, I didn't. They did, yes.
Oh, that's what I mean. Your organization.
No, you're right. Brian in Manhattan. Brian, good morning. You're on ESPN New York. How are you?
Hey, guys. I guess you said something earlier, Dave, that sort of struck me. You said, I don't want to overreact. I don't want to be this weekly Monday morning quarterback about Daboll, but Daboll's been our coach for several years. And I don't know. I just have to tell you, as a lifelong Giants fan, he's proven to me he is not the guy. And I actually think this year is worse than prior years. Throwing his headset down, the going into the tent, some of these wacky, having Dart throw the ball on 3rd and 4. I don't think they used Scatterboo enough this game. Not using an extra down when they were, on the goal line with 40 seconds left, knowing, that Dallas thing was fresh in my mind, right? I just feel like he's not the guy. He's not a leader, right? He throws his headset down.
But Brian, you score when you can score there. You're not going to play games. You're not going to play games down there.
Oh, Brian, that's a terrible take. I got into a fight with Gary Myers about it yesterday. It's a terrible take.
No, it's not a terrible take.
So when would it work for you to score, Brian?
I would have taken at least 20 seconds off the clock.
Oh my God! So what would you would take 40. A knee? What would you do there?
I don't know. You don't want to lose yardage. I agree. No, you just sort of go for it. Like when they had the replay of the Dart play, I was like, no, this is better. We didn't score. No, look what happened against Dallas. The defense was gassed. Maybe it was the altitude. I don't know. Did you really think that Denver wasn't going to move the ball? And look, field goals, other than our kicker, every other field goal kicker in the league is kicking, 50, even 60 yards. So I don't know. I just didn't feel good about it. I'm just saying.
Brian, do you have any idea what happens if they play your game and they manipulate the clock and try to score on 3rd down with 11 seconds to go and it doesn't work out? Do you know that's a fireable offense?
Well, look, I don't like to play scared. I just think, given what has happened to the Giants this year, given what the field goal kicking situation is for us and for them, that scoring right away wasn't the right move. I'm sorry, I disagree.
All right, of all the callers we've taken today, yesterday, you're the one that annoys me the most because I vehemently disagree with that. You can't play a game of, and it's not
Ray
like the Giants offense is elite either, by the way.
Ray disagrees with you.
Ray disagrees with me?
Remember we were having the conversation in the group chat because John was arguing about me when the previous possession when Denver I was
Denver
had
group
scored
chat at that point, so no.
So I thought Denver probably could have milked a little time before they gave the Giants the ball back before that. And especially with the way the NFL's set up now.
When they ran the ball around left end, you thought he should go down at the 1?
I would not that he should have gone down with the one, but I was surprised that he didn't because there was so much time left. And look, the Giants marched right down the field, and then Denver marched right down the field.
Right, but how many? Let me ask you. That is crazy to me.
Well, the way the league is set up now with the kickoff returns and we just got done talking about how far these kickers can kick, and having all that time on the clock, like scoring with 30 seconds. You're far from guaranteed to win the game, and you're talking about what happens.
No timeouts.
What happens if
Ray? Here's the thing.
33 seconds, man.
Yep. You pin them at their 23. They had no timeouts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. You should be able to hold them without getting to your 40-yard line.
Okay, but you didn't.
I understand that.
So how is that? And you say like it's a fireable offense if you milk the clock down to 11 seconds and it's third and goal and you don't get it done.
Yes.
That if you fail, you want the guy fired. How's that any different from the conversation we've been having for the past 2 days where people want him fired now?
Well,
I don't think that's any different.
It is different,
I think
though.
It's totally different.
Because you try to get cute and you didn't score as opposed to you scored and now it's on your defense to go make a stop. Just like, Denver, the strength of their team is their defense. If you can't make a stop, that's on you. We did our job. Now go do your job.
It's not like the Giants are moving up and down the field. And Denver was a 4th and 19 away and maybe a bad spot away and a stupid personal foul away from not even having to deal with any of that stuff.
And a couple of interceptions that they should have made.
My opinion, and you guys are entitled to your own, certainly, I think it's a crazy thought. Denver shouldn't have scored when they did, and the Giants shouldn't have scored when they did, I think is insane.
Well, that's the nice thing about, we have an opinion about it. Okay, I have that opinion about that. John had that opinion about it. You have your opinion about it. Okay, but the facts played out. The Giants lost that game in an epic fashion. They did.
Right, but they didn't lose the game because they scored the touchdown.
But the point that I'm making is you said that it would have been an epic loss to lose that way, and it would have been
way worse to play God and not score when you can get in.
I don't agree based on what happened.
Rick, where are you on this?
I'm with you. Listen, I've seen it with my own team. Like, how many times have you seen it during the season where guys at the 1-yard line are fumbling the ball?
All the time.
Or what if there's a false start? Or
did you watch Houston and Seattle last night?
Guys are fumbling the ball. Those are a different type of mistake.
It's still a mistake,
you haven't seen a guy jump
try to
offside,
get cute,
Ray?
Right, but you try to get cute, Ray. And now we're not going to score in first, or we're not going to score in second down. And now you're giving yourselves more opportunities to make a mistake. There could be a fumble. There could be a penalty.
How many delay games did the Giants take in the game? 4? 5?
Yeah, I can't speak to the delay games because they had so many of them.
Right, exactly. So what happens if you do that?
That's a fireable offense even. There's so many things we could point to.
He did
take the one good delay. He did take the one good delay game, though. He did take one smart delay game.
Sure.
Or the penalty wasn't really. I think it was ended up being like a 2-yard penalty.
But do you understand the point I'm making, though? With the way the league is now.
I don't.
With how short the field is, especially in the 2-minute drill, the way teams move the ball.
Also, you would expect that your kicker would make the extra point and you'd be up 3. So worst case scenario, they're going to tie the game at that point.
Also fair.
Yeah, right. At the very worst, you're going into overtime.
Right. The worst case scenario is you're getting overtime. Little did I realize that my guy would miss the extra point and they'd come down and kick a chip shot.
Over adjustment, though. Overcorrection. He missed the one way, now he misses the other way.
Right. One left, one right. At what point do you become the woman with the bears? You kick it right down the middle.
Just an overcorrection.
Oh, my God. Well,
they had 33 seconds left. They were at their own 23. They had 33 seconds left.
I take it every time.
Come on, man.
I take it every time.
And that's the other thing. Because 37 seconds left, no timeouts, and everyone complains about the coverage. But, it's like a constant complaint that everyone has that the coordinator decides to play prevent coverage. Like, okay, every team does it. Like, it's not exclusive to the Giants. They're not the only team that's ever done that in this situation. For whatever reason, the defensive coordinators keep doing it all the time.
Well, but listen, I don't think you're wrong. And I think every time that we see it, we're like, you're just preventing yourself from winning football games. But it's like, in theory, when you're dropping 8 and you're rushing 3, and there's how many eligible receivers that are running routes? 4?
5 sometimes.
Okay, but in that play, was there 4? I didn't count them. But, we can't have 8 guys cover 4 players where they can't get a huge chunk play. We can't get a 29-yard pass play where I got Drew Phillips not even paying attention, didn't even turn his head around.
Right, you can't give him 12 yards to keep him in bounds, for God's sakes.
Listen, and the other thing, too, is you got Noah Debo, and the second that Debo left the field, they picked on Deontay Banks the entire game, and you got no Javon Holland. Right? Like maybe go, hey, you know what? I'd like to drop 8, but this is not great for us right now. So let's actually try to put some pressure here. Let's cut the field in half. Let's make Bo Nix throw the ball on the move. Do something. Not that. 2 plays. That's it. 2 plays.
That's it. 2 plays. And it felt like they could have scored a touchdown if they needed it there too.
It's just
like on the third play, they could have gone end zone and scored the touchdown.
Ray, I don't think I could disagree with you more. How much different that is to mess around and then not score.
No, I couldn't agree with you more.
Well, the object is clearly to score. Like don't get me wrong.
But you're guaranteed. Like in your mind, it's a foregone conclusion that you can waste 2 downs and you're naturally going to score on 3rd and goal.
I don't even think you need to waste 2 downs.
So you would punt on the first down. I think that. RJ, where are you?
I think he's in his seat.
Yeah, I'm in my seat.
Funny.
I mean, I think it depends on what your confidence level is and what your level of confidence in your job status is. Like Sean Payton does this. Like if Bo Nix had gone down at the 1 with like a minute 50 something left, I think, and I believe the Giants had 1 timeout. Right. He goes down at the 1 there and they bleed some clock. Listen, we would look at Sean Payton like that's a savvy move. Brian Dable does the same thing, doesn't work out. Brian Dable's an idiot. So I do think some of the you got to have some of the cachet to pull a move like that.
Okay, fine.
If I'm Brian Dable,
do you think the Giants should have taken a knee, set it at the 1.5 yard line, 2nd down, 20 seconds to go, and then put it in?
The Giants, no. No, I think if you're the Giants, you take the points.
Exactly.
I
not to mention the fact how lucky you are in the midst of that drive to be in that spot.
Right. You got
the amount of things that
they dropped an interception, and then you got fortunate with the pass interference.
Dropped
call.
2 of them.
Yes.
2 of them.
They
had 2 interceptions.
The one that I threw into the group chat when you weren't there, Dave, was I didn't say that that's definitely the way I would have gone, but I said I wonder if I'm the Broncos if I were Knicks, if I would have taken them down at the 1.
You don't. I mean, you got to get in. You don't trust you. They didn't get in earlier in the game when they had 1st and goal from like the 3.
I'm just saying I would entertain the thought. I'm not saying. Listen,
maybe I'm just like I don't know.
Right, but
I couldn't disagree more with these takes.
Here's the thing, though. If there was any thought to that, like because I mean, Sean Payton, we all recognize Super Bowl winning coach, right? Smart guy.
Well, they probably go over that in the huddle, like if they.
Right, but if in his mind he thinks to himself, what I would do in this spot is I would purposely not score on 1st down, to combat that. Wouldn't you just say then I'm going to let them score? Like, wouldn't your play be, hey, call off the dogs, just let them score right now because they're going to score anyway?
Yeah.
Like if that was just like this is what I would do. The only way to make sure that they can't do that is just let them score. And that wasn't the case. They still tried to stop him.
Of course they did. And it almost worked out for the Giants because he almost didn't score. In fact, they said he didn't score.
Right. So, I don't know, man. There's too much that can go wrong. And I don't think you're we haven't graduated to that point. We're still rookie quarterback. It's still, it's still a good defense. I've seen my team do it a couple different times where it looks like I think who else did it? Kyron Williams, I've seen him do it this season. Where it's, hey, we're getting in. Oh, there's a fumble. There goes the ball. Your defense had 33
look at
seconds.
Ramondre Stevenson. He fumbles for sport.
Right. Your defense had 33 seconds, man. 33 seconds.
With no timeouts.
With no timeouts, and it took 2 plays.
Right. RJ?
Hi.
Now I'm in a really bad mood. I feel sad.
Don't be sad.
Well, that's
stick
how
your
I
microphone
feel.
in your mouth again.
Yeah,
what?
That was comforting for you.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Suck on your microphone for a little bit.
No,
like
I'm not angry like that today.
Like a binky.
I'm not angry like that today.
See if you get the whole thing.
I'm not going to forcibly put a microphone in my mouth today.
You were BTA and all over the place, though.
Smacked him right in the ass.
RJ? Who would have thought, though? RJ, I mean, the swing of emotions in 2 weeks from him.
I will say what you said earlier, Rick, is accurate. Dave has responded in a way that is heightened all expectations. So
yes.
You've gone above and beyond. We can no longer get on you. I'm all for that.
Really? So if I were to have a crappy show, say, next Wednesday, you'd be like, yeah, but you have to give him some slack because he's been so good?
Yeah, that rain cloud Monday that we look back on, I think it's time to etch a sketch from the memory.
Now, do you agree with John? Because John thinks that he buoyed me to this greatness.
He's not backing down.
I think he played a part.
You think if I didn't know John, I wouldn't have been red hot about the game on
No,
Monday?
I think you would have, but I just, maybe you're not eating microphones. That's all.
No. I think I went off the deep end, and I think I'd do it again.
Well, that's what I'd like to hear.
I can't wait to see the next one.
Great.
Who knows where that microphone
Here's the thing, though. At some point, I'm going to break. I can't continue to have this.
You haven't broken?
Well, at some point, maybe you start to win, though.
Yeah, right.
Maybe.
And now it's more race of it's butt cheek power.
Maybe we take a knee a couple times, then we power it in on 4th down. You want energy? I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today. Oh, my God.
Just no time remaining. Don't even give your defense a chance to blow it.
RJ? What was that? Is that when I burned my fingers?
I think so.
Yeah, that's when you
Why
start.
were you guys recording that? That wasn't during the show.
Yeah, it was.
In the control room.
No, no, you're right.
It wasn't during the show.
That's
in
right.
the control room.
We were recording. Somebody had to record something.
Yeah.
That was very hot.
Delicious. Delicious.
It gets funnier every time I hear it.
The price we pay for eggs.
But that's not even like a bit. Like, I didn't know I was being filmed, and I put my hand in scalding hot water to get the egg out.
I think I told you I was going to film you.
RJ?
Aye.
You want to do the stuff you missed?
Yeah.
Go.
Now.
Walk-up three-pointer. He got it! See ya! Score! Put it in the box!
The you missed.
By the way, just received word our buddy Ian Begley going to join us tomorrow.
Oh, how about that? What time is that happening?
8:30.
Oh, nice. Let me make
8:30 bagel? Who says no?
Nobody. Just like nobody in Toronto or Canada says no to George Springer's home run yesterday. 3-run homer, sends the Jays on to the World Series. They win Game 7. And if you know me, you've often known I've often believed in the Jays and what they can do, especially against the Dodgers.
I will say this in your defense. I think they would have just eaten Seattle alive. I think that the Jays have a better chance to win the series. I don't think they will, but a better chance than Seattle.
Yeah, I would agree.
I mean, they wouldn't have to drop in the first 2 at home, too.
They did.
Yes.
They do expect to get Bo Bichette back with that knee injury.
Yep, he said he's back.
Yep, so that's a huge boost. Football, Lions beat the Bucs 24-9. Not used to seeing only a single digit on the scoreboard for a Buccaneer game. They also lose Mike Evans in this game due to the Bucs to a broken collarbone.
And a concussion.
Baker threw the ball 50 times. A touchdown.
He was not great.
And didn't look good in most of the throws.
No. Lions improved to 5-2. Bucs fall to 5-2. Speaking of 5-2, that's where you'll find the Seattle Seahawks. 27-19, they were in control of this game the whole way through. C.J. Stroud threw the ball 49 times. Also didn't work out well for his team. And JSN right now, he's about as unstoppable as he gets.
He's on my fantasy football team in our ESPN league.
That's a nice piece to have.
Yeah, it is.
Goes for 123 in a score. Houston down to 2-4, and they lost Nico Collins to a concussion. Feels like this is getting away.
Good pick by us, RJ.
It wasn't great.
No.
I believe in it.
Their offense is dreadful.
Bad.
Because their defense is like high playoff caliber level defense.
Their defense is more likely to score than their offense.
That's right.
And they did last night.
They did. That was who was that? Will Anderson? That was beautiful.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's really good. Lamar Jackson has a hamstring injury. Still did not practice. They're right out of the bye, so they got to work early. Did the Baltimore Ravens. Jane Daniels has a hamstring as well. Said not to be significant, but his status against the Chiefs this week is very much in question. Bryce Young had that high ankle sprain against the Jets, likely to miss at least a week. They play the Bills this week. Troy Greenlaw suspended for a game. Broncos win. He yelled at the refs. Turns out that'll get you a
Why
game.
is he attacking the refs after the game?
He wasn't happy.
When they won.
Listen, he's mildly crazy as someone who, and I was sad to lose him. I still miss him. But he toes that line all the time. All the time. Brandon Graham, he told the line of retirement, of which he was. Now he's not. He's back. He rejoined the Eagles. 1-year deal. That's done.
Because the other guy retired like in the middle of the week, and then they just bring this guy back.
Zaire Smith. I feel like Brandon Graham was like towing the line of retirement for like half a decade.
Yeah.
I feel like Brandon Graham is like approaching 40.
He's up there.
It was Darius Smith, right? Not Zaire.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. How was what's Lin-Manuel doing? Anything?
It's Juan Mel.
Lin-Manuel.
Oh,
I can't
get that. Get it.
Cannot.
Brandon Graham's only 37. A lot of good years left. Titans, they are releasing veteran wide receiver Tyler Lockett, who asked to be released. He's like, I've had enough of this, so he's gone.
He scored that big touchdown against Arizona.
He had a huge touchdown, yeah. That was the fumble, not fumble interception.
That was the interception fumble.
Got to be the play of the year so far.
For them, yes. Yeah, I mean, what's their highlight tape look like? That play.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
When they put out the DVD after the season, it'll be just that on a loop.
It won't take long. So we talked about high-profile college football jobs that are already open. Florida State said they will wait to the end of the year to make a decision on Mike Norvell. I feel like that probably
That
not.
means he's probably fired.
They lost to Stanford.
Probably not going in the right direction. They got a lot of cash. There are some big-time openings
I
already.
still can't believe that Andrew Luck retired.
It always
kind of in shock about that.
It always
He was pretty messed up.
He took a lot of punishment.
Yeah, that was a late Saturday night. And I thought it was a joke because I was still
Same thing.
I was still working the Jets games at the time, and I was talking to Bob Wischusen, and Ty was there also, and I said, I think Andrew Luck just retired, and they gave me that that look that obviously anybody would give you at the time, but anyways, Minnesota Wild on the 3-game losing streak beat the Rangers 3-1 at the Garden, who the Rangers just cannot score at home.
It's red hot at home. Yeah,
cannot score. Oklahoma City starts their title defense tonight. They will be without Jalen Williams, still recovering from that surgically repaired wrist. You're also going to see players like SGA, who won MVP, and other players who won individual awards, as well as All-NBA, All-Rookie, and All-Defensive Team players. They're going to have a special patch just for one game only. So jerseys might... Jalen Brunson will have one tomorrow. So
A special jersey?
Special jersey patch.
Oh, okay.
Patch on the jersey.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay. Nuggets, Christian Brown, they reach a $125 million extension. Bulls going to be without Kobe White for at least 2 weeks with a calf injury. And the U.S. announced that they have a bid to co-host the 2031 Women's World Cup.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's it.
That's it?
That's all of it.
Oh, you're really a talent. You know that?
I'm just here.
All right, let's break. Come back. Phone calls, they're there. They're waiting for us. We'll get to you guys. 800-919-3776. A little baseball as well, as the World Series matchup is all set. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
All right, let's check out these roads on the Tuesday. Here is Debbie Duhane.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Good morning, company. Have a great day. Hey, don't go off the deep end if you're stuck in traffic here on 78 westbound, closed out by exit 15 in Clinton Township. It's all due to a serious accident. Watch for delays on the LIE East at Vets Highway, a collision blocking 2 lanes. Troubles on the Cross Bronx East out by Rosedale Avenue. A 3-car pileup 40 minutes in at the GWB. Sponsored by Compassion International. Every day a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year and their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
Score or win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-30 2.5S all-wheel drive for $159 for 33 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN SM841631, MSRP $26,980, 0 security deposit, and 1031.25.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Bally Bet Sportsbook. Yo, Bally Bet stacked for
football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Check out that brand new Parlay Zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Bally Bet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Bally Bet, Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education, with grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits.
Out here, days are getting a little cooler, and mornings are starting with a few more layers. It's the season for more time at the grill, more feed for your animals. Heaters burn late into the night, and the woods start calling your name. We appreciate hard-working hands, shared moments, and love for our land. That's why season after season, we're here for your life out here. Tractor Supply.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We roll along on a Tuesday. Tomorrow, like RJ said, we have Ian Begley joining us. We have Louis Riddick joining us, and we do Stump Rothenberg. And we get ready for the Knicks game tomorrow night.
That's very nice.
Then week 8 of the NFL starts on Thursday. Then we do our full football spectacular on Friday, and you're through another week.
That's it.
5 weeks from Thursday, by the way, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I can't wait for Thanksgiving, man. I'm already planning menu items.
You're hosting?
Hosting, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, with stuffing, pies.
Oh, I know. You don't have to tell me. I love Thanksgiving.
You know, I had yesterday was nice. I had a one
Goulash.
of the kids on the baseball team, his dad, Lou, is a hunter. So
you had venison.
Oh, I had some venison chili yesterday.
And?
Ooh, delicious.
Really?
Oh, I'll put it over some rice. Phenomenal.
Now, you say venison chili. He gave you a pot of venison chili?
No.
Or he gave you the venison, you had to turn it into chili?
Yeah. He gives me the frozen venison, and then I create whatever we're going to create.
So you create the chili concoction, I guess, as it would be. Yeah, I don't know that I could do that.
Probably not.
No.
I don't think it's probably in your...
It's not in my wheelhouse.
No, not at all. I think Sherry could, maybe. Yeah, I think if I gave her the recipe, I think she could do it.
Yeah, well, I think so.
I don't think that's of the things that you do well. I wouldn't put cooking at the very top of that list.
No, but I make a beautiful egg.
You do make a nice egg. I've been heard, and you've also I do know that you use the microwave really well.
I use the microwave exceptionally well.
Paella.
Also, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, elite.
And you're a great shopper, so maybe what I would do is I would have you go get the stuff, and then
I
cook
can.
it.
You know what? Like Parcells said, I will shop for the groceries. Sherry can cook the meal.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and RJ just was in my ear that this is self-proclaimed. We've never seen you actually make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Well, but, I mean, would people brag if they didn't make a really nice peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Who knows?
I'm pretty confident.
All right.
It's not like I'm sitting here telling you I make a roast con pollo. I'm sitting here telling you I can make a PB&J.
Right, but I mean, when you go with one of the classics like a PB&J, there is, you could put, maybe you're not putting enough jelly on that. Maybe maybe how you spread the peanut butter is not right.
No.
I mean, if you're not going crust to crust, I'm not eating it.
Listen, what kind of a savage animal wouldn't spread all the way across the crust? How dare you?
Saying. Some people cut corners.
You don't think that I have the capability to make a delicious peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Listen, I didn't say it. RJ said it.
RJ, who are you to sit here and demean my PB&J?
Listen, I think you just picked something innocuous so we wouldn't go after you. I think if you really want to prove a point, PB&J's for everyone tomorrow. Sandwiches.
Okay. Is that what you want?
Everybody.
All right, but here's the thing. Yep. I bring in PB&J for everyone. I expect you to eat it.
No, Rick's not going to eat it.
I'm not going to bring in a PB&J if he's not going to touch it.
What kind of jelly are we talking? We strawberry.
What do you
jelly?
like? Grape? Strawberry?
No,
what are you looking for?
The strawberry's nice. Raspberry, just whatever.
Ugh, I don't like raspberry jelly on a PB&J.
I love raspberry jelly.
No,
I'm a strawberry.
I'm very anti-raspberry jelly.
I'm going strawberry.
All right, so you want strawberry?
Yeah, I like the strawberry
jelly.
All right,
so I bring in a PB&J. You're going to eat it?
Are you making it or is Sherry making it?
I'm making it.
When's it being made? Is it good? Tonight it's being made? And then
Well, no, I'm not going to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and start cooking like Julia Child.
Well, if it's not fresh, I mean, you open yourself up to the same criticism I took with the bagels because I didn't.
When you bought like week-old bagels for us,
they were night old. I wasn't going bagel shopping at 3:12 in the morning.
You know what I could do? I could bring in all the accoutrements to make a PB&J and make you a PB&J tomorrow on location.
Wow, that'd be something.
You know what? I think I'm going to do that.
Wow, like a little farm to table.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
That's nice.
What do you like, a whole wheat bread or you like a white bread?
Whole wheat bread is nice.
You like whole wheat?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You like the creamy peanut butter?
That's great.
Okay. And what kind of jelly you like there? Grape?
Grape is lovely, yeah.
Great. Okay. All right. And you will eat said PB&J?
I would definitely eat it.
All right. Raymond, you'll eat the PB&J instead of the unbuttered roll?
Oh, sure.
Ray had butter on his roll yesterday.
What?
Ray had butter on his roll yesterday.
Because the Cowboys won on Sunday.
Also today, and I got to tell you, I'm reminded why I don't like putting the butter on it because these people drown this stuff.
Well,
in
why
it.
don't you? I mean, do you have a mouth? Don't be like Brian Daigle and not tell the defensive coordinator what you want.
Well, I do.
Open
I
your
did
mouth and say, "Hey, listen, no butter or little butter." Maybe What's the matter with you?
I don't
Tell
feel
what you want.
I don't feel like you should have to say, "Hey, don't drown this thing in butter."
But if they're a
I don't
butter
know.
drowning service, then you need to tell them what you want.
I feel like they're all butter drowning services.
All right, then say, "Do me a favor, light butter, please, sir."
All right. What do you want me to
Otherwise,
say?
it's on you.
What do you want me to say?
I told you. Just very light on the butter. Thank you.
Light butter. Roll light butter.
All right.
Please.
Well, tomorrow morning, PB&J's for everybody.
Will this include will your movie list be included in this or the A-list celebrity?
I have the movie list ready to go. Nobody called on it.
We're like a week in already.
I was going to do it on Friday. I remembered it, and I thought, you know what, Football Friday. Then yesterday I was in a bad mood. You want that to launch tomorrow too?
I'd like that to launch tomorrow
okay.
also.
I will bring the list with me and the bread and the peanut butter and the jelly.
Wow.
None of this is getting done.
There's no chance.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Why would you say that?
Because when you said it out loud, it's like you're going to bring bread, peanut butter, jelly, accoutrements, a movie list that we've been waiting
accoutrements?
on. A movie list we've been waiting on for 7 months.
Wait, hang on. What are the accoutrements that go along with the peanut butter,
The
and
ones,
jelly,
the ones
and
you're
the
going to
bread?
wave in Steve Sherpa's face, those.
It could be all sorts of stuff.
Listen, you guys are going to want them cut, right? Probably diagonal, knowing you all, right? I imagine.
I mean,
that's nice.
In half is fine. Listen, I would take personally if I were power ranking, because now that you say it out loud, I don't have a high degree of confidence this is all going to get done. I would take the movie list prioritized over the sandwiches.
Yes. Agreed.
If I have to pick.
Yeah.
Why can't I just give everything to you tomorrow?
I mean,
good luck with
I
that.
would
Right now
welcome
we've
that.
got nothing.
Because
we'll settle for one.
No, I'm going to bring it all in. I'm going to bring in, like I'm going to come back from the grocery store. My arms will be enveloped with just peanut butter and jelly and movie lists and bread and everything you could possibly imagine.
See, right now you are Brian Dable trying to run the clock all the way down before he's scoring the touchdown.
He's gonna
That's
have-
what you're doing.
about?
You're running the clock all the way down. You're trying to have everything.
He's going to ask Bauer to go to Trader Joe's at
No, I'm not.
8:14.
I'm going to do a big shopping tonight, and I'm going to get all the stuff I need. I'm going to bring it in tomorrow. I'm going to bake for you guys.
I don't think it's called baking. You're bringing
Cooking, whatever.
Yeah.
You want me to make
a
eggs
sandwich.
too?
That should tell you everything.
You'll make a sandwich.
Do we have a toaster oven at the facility?
We do.
We do.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
All right.
Wait till you see this.
I can't wait.
Wait, what are you going to do at the toaster oven?
What do you mean? What am I going to? I'm going to
toast
put my
the
head
bread.
in the toaster oven and turn it on. I'm going to toast the bread.
The PB&J bread?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Really? This is a wild take that I would toast PB&J bread?
I don't know if that's...
I just want to make sure that's not too much for you.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of people toasting a PB&J.
Well, I'm going to toast it once I've slathered it in the peanut butter. You
Then you're gonna heat the
first
bread up.
toast the bread lightly, and this isn't what you don't understand. You don't understand the ins and outs of a PB&J.
I guess not.
I can't wait to find. Listen, I might take notes. Maybe I watch you do it.
I'm not going to let you mock me. I'll tell you
You're
that
going
right
to
now.
get food poisoning off of PB&J.
And you know what's going to happen? Oh, you have food poisoning from the toaster oven?
Oh, from the PB&J.
You know what's going to happen is you guys are going to eat it. It's going to be delicious. It's going to make you want to weep, and you're going to just put on this brave face, like, it's awful, it's terrible, we hate it.
No.
Just for content. I know how
No,
it
we
works.
would never do that. I think there'll be a level of shock if this actually happens, but I think your sandwich will be judged accordingly.
If you had a FanDuel read right now, and you had to put odds on this, what would you say the odds would be that I bring in movie list peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?
Ooh, odds on this?
Yeah, a parlay.
A parlay in this. I would say it's definitely plus money.
It's not even money?
No, it's not even money. There's no chance. There's no chance. I mean, we've been waiting on the movie list for 7 months.
But I have the movie list now.
Okay,
Top
but we
25
don't know.
movie list is done.
Right, but that took 7 months. So why do we believe that in the course of, it's 9:43 now, that by the time you leave your house tomorrow morning, that you can actually have bread, peanut butter, jelly? There's no chance.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'll prove you all wrong tomorrow.
I put a profit boost token on this one, too.
Really? You make a lot of money if I bring this stuff in.
That's right.
All right, let's break. We'll come back, get to your calls and the baseball. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Listen, the weather is starting to cool off a little bit and the cold is coming fast. Fill up your oil before the cold sets in. Now's the best time because the prices are still so low. By the time we get to Halloween and early November, you know it's going to be freezing. So make it easy to keep your house comfortable and warm. That's what Romeo's Fuel does. They keep you warm with discount home heating oil. Order online at romeosfuel.com. Now fully serving Nassau and Suffolk, go to romeosfuel.com today. That's romeosfuel.com.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
It's NBA tip-off week, and FanDuel is your home for live betting. So even if you missed the start of the game or want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same-game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. However you want to play, now is the perfect time to join because FanDuel is giving new customers $300 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Just visit FanDuel.com/Rick to sign up today. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same-game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Terry's Tiny Homes, Terry! Sure, as the only employee of her company, Terry was probably the front runner, but saving money getting personalized discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive, well, that gave Terry the edge. Over Terry.
Terry!
Keep awkwardly chanting your own name, Terry. You deserve it. Woo! Be your own Terry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York on a Tuesday morning. Need I remind you of the beautiful fruit I used to bring in?
You did have a fruit guy.
All right, I had a binge of bringing in beautiful pineapple and melons and mangoes, and no one seems to remember that.
Well, I mean, I think it's a little bit different. I mean, you'd park your car and walk by the fruit guy. This is
right.
Like, you're going to come suited and booted with bread, peanut butter, and jelly.
That's right.
Yeah. So, I mean, forgive us if we don't trust that it's going to happen.
Before we start, is there anything that anyone is opposed to? Like any kind of peanut butter? I hate that peanut butter. I can't stand this jelly. I don't like this type of bread. I want to make sure we're on the same page here. Nobody?
I don't think we have any issues.
Okay. All right. Because I don't want to make this thing for you and then be like, oh, I don't like grape jelly.
I think the only issue is like the fault is the promises that haven't been fulfilled. That's the only real issue.
Because you want so much from me.
No, you.
I'm one man, and I can only do so much.
No one brought up, hey, Dave, good idea. Like there wasn't a Wednesday meeting where it's like, hey, Dave, do us a favor. We need some A-list guests. You just brought it to the table. Hey, I got some A-list guests. Once a week we'll have an A-list guest.
That's right.
Yeah, that was the start of the summer. We're weeks away from Thanksgiving. Now one.
You know what? I can't deliver on everything, all right? Let me start with the movies and the peanut butter and jelly and start to sway the tables back in my favor, please.
All right.
All right? Harassing me.
Let's take a step. This could be a good first step.
Let's go to Ryan in West Orange. Ryan, you're on ESPN New York.
Hello, Dave. Hey, I just want to say I agree with you that you play to win the game. You go score that touchdown, Jackson Dart, and you can't play prevent defense, drop 8, and only rush 3. He had the best. Bo Nix had the easiest pocket to throw in the whole game, preventing himself from winning, and that's that part. But I really wanted to talk about Fernando Mendoza.
Mm-hmm.
I called a couple weeks ago, and you guys said you might not have to tank for him. He's going to be the number 1 pick. He is the best quarterback in this draft, and I think he's better than any quarterback in last year's draft. He is not Kirk Cousins, although he sounds like Kirk Cousins. He's 6'5", 225, and he can move. He showed against the last team they just played. I forgot who it was.
Michigan State.
Michigan State, that he can move. They did read options, and he took off. He got his 6-7 yards. He's a great quarterback. The Jets would be so dumb, so like the Jets, to not pick him number 1. He'll make Aaron Glenn look good. He'll make Muji look good. He is the number 1 bona fide pick. If the Jets are listening, anybody from the Jets are listening, that is the number 1 priority. Get Mendoza.
Well, I think they know that's the number 1 priority. I still think, next to the call, I still think a lot has to play out. Like it's not like Mendoza is looked at as the consensus number 1. I mean, there's a whole group of them that are up there as far as who's going to be drafted in this.
Right, which, I mean, listen, in the grand scheme of things, that doesn't have to be a negative, right? Like, I mean, Trevor Lawrence was looked at it as that guy.
Correct.
And hasn't really turned himself into that yet. But, I mean, what gives you cause for pause is that Mendoza might be the right guy, but, I mean, are the Jets the right team to actually...
Therein lies the problem.
Turn him into what we want.
Right. And I guess the best case scenario is you're very uncertain about it.
Right. I mean, Mel went on this whole diatribe for, talking about quarterbacks that were ruined, and then half the quarterbacks he mentioned, the common thread was they were drafted by the Jets. Right? I mean, he brings up Sam Darnold, he brings up Geno Smith. Like, what's the common thing here? Well, it was the Jets that drafted him.
Mm-hmm.
They fall into that group of just bad franchises that don't know how to develop quarterbacks. There's a better chance they ruin them than develop them.
That is accurate, right. And I'm watching Sam Darnold now. Sam Darnold's a good quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, he's a really good quarterback. It took a while. There were a bunch of stops along the way, but now he's finally figured it out.
So Carolina had their hands on everybody, right? They had Baker Mayfield. They had Sam Darnold. Yeah. It sounds like Bryce Young is not going to play this coming week, by the way.
No, that was in the stuff you missed with RJ.
Was that today?
High ankle sprain. That was today, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I can't consume everything.
How about the show? That'd be nice.
Right, but I mean, I'm focusing on bringing in sandwiches and lists, and I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. I can only do so much.
Well, like other things that I would like you to do, listening to RJ would be one of them.
All right, so if I miss something, now all of a sudden I'm persona non grata? I don't hear it.
No, but like if we're prioritizing remembering to bring in the bread or listening to RJ, I would put RJ higher up on that list.
Yeah, you're probably right. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Islanders host the Sharks tonight, 7 o'clock. Devils in Toronto taking on the Leafs, also at 7. NBA season tips off 7:30. Thunder Rockets, followed by Lakers and the Warriors at 10 o'clock. And that's it. That's game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Did you have an issue with Seattle taking out Wu from that game in the 7th inning last night?
Did I have an issue?
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, maybe not just the Wu part of it, or just, more who they decided to go to there.
Right. And he's not been great.
Has not been great. And you also look at, you got your 2 highest leverage guys. You don't end up using them. And then I believe I was reading somewhere that at that point, who was it? One of the guys too, Munoz, is Springer hadn't even seen him yet. Hadn't seen Munoz in 2025, right. So there'd have been.
Now, granted, Munoz is your closer, but in that
but that's
game,
the highest leverage spot of the game, right there.
All bets are off. George, boy, I tell you what, those Blue Jays hit, man. Between Vladdy, who's on base every time, now they get Bichette back, George Springer. Barger's on base constantly. Clement. Whoa, who was that with Naylor? That is backing his way into the throw at second base and jumping? What are you doing?
Took it right off the head.
What are you doing?
Trying to break up the double play.
By jumping?
By jumping and taking it right off the back of the dome.
Seems like a sound strategy. I don't know if you are. I'm really excited for the World Series.
Yeah, well, I was reading some of the stuff about this morning. So you got you got the Dodgers pitching staff, the starters, who've been lights out. Right, lights out. So right now, through the course of the playoffs, they started. So you got Snell, Yamamoto, Glasnow, and then you throw Ohtani into this mix. 64 and a third. They have an ERA of 1.4. Opposing hitters are hitting 132 against them.
Yeah,
then you have
awesome.
And what you just mentioned, the Blue Jays. They scored the most runs. They got the most home runs and have struck out the least.
Yeah, it's an enticing matchup. I think it's the best matchup we possibly could have gotten. It's the dominant National League team against the big hitting American League team. Raymond? Ray?
Yeah.
You ready?
Oh, sure.
Oh, let's go.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
Yeah, there's a lot of misery with the Jets right now. One of these.
At least you had really good, solid A-level audio during the Jets game on Sunday.
It's like they want to punish us. I'm not even joking. I saw that tweet yesterday. It's a social experiment. See how much pain these poor people can take on a consistent basis and keep coming back for more.
It's so cruel.
Yeah, PBM has thoughts.
This is the first time I ever went to a Jets football game and wore a bag on my head.
That leads us to
Number 2.
How does that bag work? Does it get hot in there?
I thought it was going to be super annoying. You kind of get used to it. It's not that bad, actually.
Now, why put yourself through that, though?
Yeah, Rick's not a fan of it.
It's already punishment enough that you have to go and watch the team. Why punish yourself by wearing a bag on your head and being uncomfortable?
Have you ever done the bag over your head?
No. There were times that I could have used a bag for someone else, but
that's what you were thinking the whole time.
Why are you with people that are so ugly that you would like to put a bag on their head? Yeah. As you're lying there with, I mentioned her, you say, hey, what do you root for in the NFL? Jets? You know what you should do? Practice for the game this weekend. Put a bag right over your head, would you?
Number 1.
I think if you really want to prove a point, PB&J's for everyone tomorrow. Sandwiches.
Okay. Is that what you want?
Everybody.
All right, but here's the thing. Yep. I bring in PB&J for everyone. I expect you to eat it.
Yeah. And how do we end up at this conversation? Dave has a high opinion of his food prep prowess.
I make a beautiful egg.
I do know that you use the microwave really well.
Bad name. I use the microwave exceptionally well.
Paella.
Also, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, elite. I'm going to come back from the grocery store. My arms will be enveloped with just peanut butter and jelly and movie lists and bread and everything you could possibly imagine. Do we have a toaster oven at the facility?
We do.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
Proud of
wait till you see this.
I can't wait.
Wait, what are you going to do at the toaster oven?
What do you mean? What am I going to? I'm going to put my head in the toaster oven and turn it on. I'm going to toast the bread.
The PB&J bread?
You know what's going to happen is you guys are going to eat it. It's going to be delicious. It's going to make you want to weep.
We'll see what happens. Bring the movie list, too, by the way.
I'm bringing everything in. I'm bringing the dogs in as well tomorrow morning. It's Rule
Where's
76.
our 3 stars graphic?
What?
It's a Plays of the Week graphic.
Stop interrupting. We're going to be late. I'm going to get in trouble. It's Rule 76.
No excuse playing a champion. It's DiPietro Rothenberg.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube.
You don't understand the ins and outs of a PB&J.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters. But those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients?